live, and then I have to check everything.
You need an on-air life.
Oh, we didn't do what we were going to do, which was talk about what our intro would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feel it.
It's organic. We'll figure it out.
Super Earth.
We'll figure
Our
it
home.
out.
So it's just intro high.
Hi, yeah.
Liberty.
Intro hi. Do you know
Hey,
yesterday was the first day
I'm
of
not good at
spring?
this.
Democracy.
Maybe
Equinox.
Our
Yes.
way.
yeah, it happened, and I didn't even notice. It was yesterday. I didn't notice.
I mean, you couldn't notice that
Doesn't come.
daytime and nighttime was exactly the same for a single
Oh.
day.
I didn't notice. I didn't even notice. Let's
Look
discuss
familiar?
podcast. Oh wait,
Scenes
wait,
like
podcast.
these are happening all over the galaxy
Sorry
right
about that.
now.
The intro's on.
You could be next.
Interstellar
That
exploration.
is,
Oh yeah, I gotta
unless
put that as
you
a
make the
tag.
most
That would be a good
important
tag.
decision
The
of
intro's
your
on.
life.
My voice is
Prove
on.
to yourself that you have the
Interstellar
strength and the courage
exploration.
to be
Oh yeah, I gotta put the thumbnail.
Space
Space Talk.
Join
Space Talk.
the Helldivers.
What are other good tags?
an elite peacekeeping force.
I don't know.
Oh, that's fine.
See
Space.
exotic new life forms.
Space.
And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become
Okay.
a hero.
Use a whole bunch of like
Become a legend.
space probes or
Space
satellites.
probes.
Observatory
Space probes.
probes.
That's good.
Hashtag
Probes.
I got probed.
Probes. I just give them probes.
But
Space.
like Galileo and Cassini were probes. There's
Oh
the
my gosh, it's too big a word.
Rusivo Observatory that fell apart, so that maybe not that one.
Too soon. Too soon for that one.
It broke.
You have to tell me more. I'm like, what happened, dude?
LIGO's an observatory.
There-
Gravimetric waves.
There's an observatory in my notes because of pollution happening.
To the observatory.
Yeah, the observatory. But I'm not an observatory, so I feel kind of like I'm.
Where I went to
reading more.
college, the bar is called the observatory. For the first day, I was like, "What? You have an observatory? That's awesome!" It's like, "Oh, it's a bar."
Oh, disappointment.
So I'm so disappointed. Time to drink.
Okay. But is an observatory really a good place to drink?
To drink? Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. On this episode of, oh, it's not showing me the live
In space.
drink. Can you imagine how it's also not good for you there as well? I'm gonna sort by lives. I gotta find the lives, guys. It's not showing for me, and I'm disappointed because I can't thumbnail it. Am I live? I'm live.
I'm alive.
I'm alive too. Barely,
so.
it sounds. Barely, it sounds. We're warming up. Content. Can I please have the lives? You all. Sort by most recent. Oh no, guys! I can't do it.
What?
I can't put the thumbnail in the thing. I have to find.
Maybe figure that out later.
It's too late. Well, see, the thumbnail's supposed to draw people in. It's supposed to do it at the beginning. Wait,
See,
the thumbnail's supposed to draw. Oh shit!
You gotta
That's
turn this
what-
car around and start over? I don't know.
Yeah, no, can't. Too late now. We've come too far. Are you playing a game while we do this?
Yeah, playing Elite.
You are? You're playing
Yeah.
Elite? Oh man. I'm slightly
70 jumps.
Victory rapidly
70
approaches.
jumps. I
But
have
as
to catch
plagues
up
the
to you
galaxy
yet
of
again.
alien scum.
I do intend to play Elite again, just so you know. I haven't given up. Details. Thumbnail.
Not good for the click still. You gotta do it for the clicks.
Yeah, I can't do it for the clicks. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. I've got the thumbnail up. There we go. It's there.
Hey, everybody, we're playing a game you don't hate.
Yeah. No, Elite Dangerous is beautiful and perfect for the topic. I'm just not good enough for that yet. Um, so we are given more advice that we're supposed to
The
do a certain
Helldivers
thing.
battle for freedom. Let us
We
decide
have,
when to enter the
Well,
fray.
that's it.
it's just telling us what to do in the game because they're mad that we're not doing what they want us to do. Trying to boss us around in the game. It is what it is.
I mean, isn't the government like some hyper-fascist dictatorship?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so it sort of makes sense if they do tell us what to do.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
it's like, you don't have free will, go do this. This
Right.
is going to get fucked up.
And we're kind of not listening to them. Oh, I never even thought of it that way, really. Never thought of it at all. Okay. Well,
It works for the game mechanic.
mhm.
We don't need open play, just have linear story, because
Mhm.
it's the story.
Well,
What the fuck kind of weird noise was that game?
what story?
But a single
What
triumph
kind of what?
more, and the operation is complete.
This interference in the game. It's
Oh, yours?
Initiating FTL
Yep.
jump to
On the scanner makes some weird
Liberia's
noises.
system.
We are probably early now, but that's fine. Don't panic. Everything's fine.
We're all fine down here. How are you?
Jump
That's
complete.
so good. You can tell that you have a cold.
Coordinates locked.
So,
Hellpods primed.
what was our plan to talk about? So nobody has anything to say about last week because nobody's
There
here
is but
yet.
one assured path.
Mission
So there's
separation
that. So that makes that
coordinates.
easy. That's knocked out of the park.
Next
Hellpods
segment.
primed.
Right? Hold on.
Yep, next segment.
Yep, you're on. Just had to
Mission
double check.
separation
Next
coordinates.
segment was what?
Hellpods primed.
Oh, there's
Let's go
somebody.
topic.
Ernesto, thank you. Thank you for
Ernesto.
being ready, Ernesto.
Mission coordinates
I'm glad you're here,
locked.
Ernesto. It's like, wow. All right. So I read a little bit on it, and I thought interstellar. Hey, Dad. I thought interstellar travel was already a real thing, but that's not what we're actually doing in space. I guess it's a
No.
hypothetical travel between star systems. So I think that's interesting. So I'd like to know more. If you would give us an intro, not an intro to this, but an intro about it, general idea.
We're not
You
doing
know?
travel yet, right? We're doing exploration with like
Exactly.
space
Did I-
probes and like, looking out into space.
Was
Okay,
everything
that-
I looked for wrong?
I don't know. Maybe. What did you
Oh
look at? I don't know
my
what you looked for.
gosh. Yeah, I was looking at travel. Exploration
Oh, you
is.
can't be doing that yet.
I went
right now we're looking at-
ahead.
Right now we're doing
You're right.
like the WISE survey and other stuff that's like looking for habitable planets. And,
All of my. Oh no. Okay, one was interstellar travel.
burn
The
it all
next
down.
was. Yeah, we had to. Interstellar exploration from science fiction to actual technology. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's okay to not be
But
okay.
it's still. I'm okay. I'm not okay. What do you mean about Tank's Freaky Friday? Annoying Bruce says. What are you talking about? What do I think about it? I think it's good for him to do his thing. Annoying Bruce, you're in Solo's Discord. You can see what I thought about an emblem. But that's not what this is about. So, there we go. Where were we again?
Ta-da.
Why exactly, right? Because this exploration is mentioning the travel on this interstellar exploration page. It's talking
Yeah.
about the travel, about generation ships and all that stuff, which I got really excited about, and all
Yeah.
of that. But that's getting ahead of where we're at. So
Well,
I would
possible
like.
it
It's
might
not.
it might be because when they were still exploring the Earth, we didn't have satellites in orbit that could see the whole planet before we got anywhere. We physically had to go out and like explore.
Mhm.
But it's really slow, and a lot of people die that way.
Mhm. Well,
Space,
I'd like.
we don't have the technology to do that in space yet. We have the technology to see, so we're doing
Which-
that first.
Which way more technology? Well, as I get my clothing on, I would really appreciate it if you could help a girl out with this and tell
Get
me
yourself dressed.
you can help us It's important to be clothed as a hell diver. Doing amazing. You ready to get informed on space? We are ready, you know? We're not ready. We're not ready at all. So could you start us off about interstellar
We're always ready. This is a Space Jam.
exploration? Oh my god, Space Jam. Why you make me think of
This is
that
the first
movie?
one. That's
What
the
a great
first one.
sound. Yeah, the first one had a great soundtrack. We are already sidetracked, but that soundtrack is really good. Anybody have the Space Jam soundtrack? It was required CD listening for everyone. I
It
don't know
was.
if
If you were
any-
a 90s kid, it was mandatory.
Yeah, like if you didn't have it, what was wrong with you?
Who are
Saying-
you?
Exactly. You know nothing. Like you weren't even there. You know? I'm just saying. Okay, so we're here. We're here. Please then, because I don't know if I should talk about flyby crossings and um landing on
Is that like a
bodies.
drive-by? What's that?
Yeah, a flyby. It's different. Landing on bodies
Okay, well,
and stuff.
think of it this way. Like, humans do, like, we want to go to Mars, we want to explore the rest of the solar system.
Mhm.
First we send probes, and first we get pictures of things to be like, hey, don't go there. Holy shit, that looks bad.
We're at probes and pictures right now still, right?
Yeah, we're just little, like, we're just monkeys with baseball bats.
Probes and pictures, guys. Probes and pictures. That's really as
Is that
far
what
as we are.
We don't even know how to build a ship that would get us to Mars yet. We're still guessing at, this might work. Let's spend forever trying to figure this out.
Well, we are able to be in space right now, like in the station and stuff. We
Yeah.
are sending. Okay, so what's going on there with interstellar travel? Look at me with the hard hitting question. So what's going on? What what about those things and stuff? I'm sorry, guys. I have to warm up. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. How about you? How are you doing, Brad?
I just got up from a nap.
I know.
I'm getting there.
To be fair, he has to get there too. We're gonna have to let him. He got sick, I believe, and then he just napped. And I'm kind of like listless over here, guys. What should I use for my I'm listless with my loadout for bugs, so I can survive. I'm trying to remember what Solormi had taught me, and I forgot everything.
Fly sword on one hand, flamethrower on the other. You're set.
Flamethrower isn't bad. Wait,
See,
Benign Bruce says we just do Soviet Union tactics and just throw men into Mars to figure that out. Yeah, I believe I Can
Yes.
Fly was on
Yes.
there. Yeah. See, there we go.
Hordes of spaceships flying into space. We'll use
Wait.
wave tactics to colonize
With-
space.
With single people, like just one person in each pod, just flown into space. Oh my god. Would they be called probes?
I mean, if we had, like, not limitless, but like if we had so much like resources and space technology to do that, we totally could and probably would. Just be like, yep, just keep sending people to space and figure it out.
But we
But
don't
it's still
have
really,
that.
it's still really expensive just to get our lazy asses up barely like 100 miles into orbit, let alone to fucking the moon or Mars or
True.
Titan
True.
orbiting Saturn or any of that.
Oh, I
So we
forgot
haven't
the
done it, so-
napalm barrage. So then, yeah.
That sounds that feels. I feel like that'd be effective against.
Yeah, it would be very
It's kind of
effective.
against a lot of things.
I kind of forgot. I brought the 500, not the napalm barrage. I mean, I'm level 1, so I can do better, but I'm totally fucking up is what I'm saying. Why did I drop that? Well then, okay, so right now, where are we at with interstellar exploration? Why am I dead? Hey, well, good to see you. Where are we at? So I think, can I tell you where I think we're at? We're not
Okay.
there because we don't have the technology. We don't have the ships, like you were saying, to go beyond our solar. We can't even get halfway across our solar system. And look, because I'm on a podcast and I can't have people in it. I mean, you could. Why you want to be in here? You can't. You can't. I can't have other people talking. That's why. Because I'm in a private session where I'm going to try and survive. No, it's okay. I play with you anytime. Poor Brad. He's trying to, like, do his thing. Where I think we're at. Yeah, he's so sick. Gosh, shout out to Brad for even showing up. Come on now. He's even sick, right? Like,
It's hard to call in sick of the internet.
you could. You could. I would do it. You'll be the odd one annoying? No. No, you can only join if you're willing to ask the hard-hitting space questions, which you're able to do in the thing. Can you give us, please, an intro to interstellar exploration for us, please? Because people are like, what are we doing here? When you're ready, like I'm looking at my invisible watch going, anytime that you're ready, when you're conscious, you let me know. Do you have coffee? You can't drink coffee when you're sick, can you? Oh, man.
I'm drinking coffee.
You are drinking? Oh.
That's not a question.
Bruce trusts people whose names start with B. His name is Brad. Yeah, thank you.
I agree.
Is it only people whose names start with B? Why isn't it working for my pet? Oh. Well then. Look, guys. Look, guys. What about... But my name starts with A. Can I be trustworthy? Or A is bad? You thought he was Batman, Funtime Claw? I don't think he is. I mean... Batman. He said he is. Wait, he said he is. He could be. He could be now. Now I don't know.
That's the thing that Batman says, I think. So.
Yeah, he did. He did say it.
Anyway.
Okay. Please. Please continue.
Like, even places we know we're probably going to go, like Mars and the closest star, to go to, like, figure that out.
Uh-huh.
We're still sending little tiny robots to Mars.
Yeah, Mars rover.
See where landing would be a good idea, so we don't have to figure out where water is once we get there, for example. It makes more sense to try to do some recce. Get the lay of the land, that kind of shit.
Mm. Oh, I forgot to do that.
So we have to keep doing that. And
we should do more of that.
As progresses, we'll just be, air quotes, better at it. Setting probes to Alpha Centauri and things like that, or better telescopes to see.
Funtime Claw says, but we travel out of space, we don't know what's good and evil. Well, we don't really care about that. I mean, look at us on Earth. I mean, do you think we're really going to care in space? Are you saying we don't know what's out there? Funtime is in we don't know if we're going to be like, who knows if who would think that space beings would have a sense of morality? That's something we came up with out here, right? Who's to say they even have a code of morality?
Maybe morality is a human thing.
Yeah, maybe. And we clearly don't have much of it, so, like, why would space beings really have a morality? Oh, God, I killed myself. But I get what you mean. Bruce only trusts Bruce, Brad, and my brother in Christ, but Jesus. Okay, got you. My brother in Christ, but Jesus? Holy shit.
Does it start with a B, though?
He called him bejesus, so it technically does. Just saying. Yeah, you guys are helping us warm up. We appreciate that. Brad is a little slower tonight. His IQ probably drops like 5 points when he's sick. So he's only at like, I don't know. What is a high IQ? 100, 200, and I don't know. What would insult you? I don't want to insult you. Ooh, super credits.
Next question.
If alien, okay, Bruce says, if aliens exist, wouldn't that just be a society thing?
We're in a society.
We live in a society. We live in a society. I mean, morality. Would morality be in a society? Well, it depends if aliens are a certain way that they decide that they have a society and or a morality code, a moral code. Like, we have societies and we don't have a cohesive... Can I shoot this? What's the worst thing that could happen? I'm truly the Aristotle of our time, says Bruce. You really are. I mean, Bruce, I don't know. Give it time, and you could be a Socrates.
There's something here.
Interstellar.
Socrates?
Yeah, Brewstocracies. Oh my gosh, Brewstocracies. Did you hear Brad came up with something there? A Brewstocracy? Wait, that sounds like a bureaucracy. Oh, I don't have the grenade pistol, guys. I have the ultimatum on me. I just figured that out. Like, clearly I'm not the smart one here. Sorry. I just died in a horrible way. Could we please concentrate on the subject? I'm still waiting for you to give the opening ideas for me about interstellar exploration. Where are we at? Where are we going? What have we done? Is it possible? Do you think we're going to do it? What are the problems with it? Too many questions for sick
What?
Brad. Focus on one thing.
We already we are doing it. Yeah.
We're doing it right now. I
Just
didn't notice.
different. No, I mean like exploring space with stuff.
Okay, so how are we exploring space with stuff? There are
Satellites
people
that
who have the probing satellites. Yep, satellites that are. Yeah, got that. I'm gonna
Well, it
die.
depends on what you're looking for. Like Hubble did its thing, but it wasn't looking for habitable planets. It was looking at stuff way too far away for now.
Right, right.
But since then, we've set up other stuff specifically to look for, uh, like worlds in a habitable zone, or worlds that are small enough to be habitable. Because it took us decades just to even figure out how to build probes that would do that.
You know what I wonder? Why are we looking for habitable worlds when we're ruining our habitable world that we already have? Oh, because we're
So we build our
ruining the
world
world.
map.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like. It's like clearly we don't care about habitable worlds.
It's
Oh,
a mix, though.
it's a buddy bunker with no buddy. Oh, it's so sad. Look, guys, you'll never know what's in there. You'll never know. Okay, bye. I
The other
just
thing is like the whole search for alien life thing, because
that's it.
we assume that it would not be on. It would be on a planet like us. That's another reason.
There could be planets like us, though. That's what they.
No, but what I mean is, like, say the mandate is okay. Try to find planets that are like Earth because it'll probably have aliens on it. It's like, yeah, but maybe aliens will be on some totally weird and bizarre. Because they're
Right?
aliens.
Yeah. Why would they want to be on the
Maybe
same
more
kind of
like-
thing as us?
Maybe a planet like Saturn is the first place we're going to find alien life.
Huh.
Doesn't mean we should necessarily look for it, but
Oh my god, this is like torture. I'm finding so many buddy bunkers. That's just wrong. That's so wrong. Brad, you need to get Helldivers so you can play this with me and be completely distracted and off topic. Just saying. Then we could do this together. It would be no, it'd be much more frustrating for you, I'm sure. Saturn would be too cold, says Bruce. Well then. Yeah,
unless
but if
the
we're
aliens are not like us. That's exactly what I'm saying.
oh.
Thinking aliens are similar to us, kind of, the word alien doesn't imply that. They're going to be so different we can't imagine it.
Anklo wants to be
Or
my
it could
buddy.
be.
Anklo, if you're my buddy, there's rules. You can't talk. I'm sorry, you can't talk. You can't ruin this.
You gotta put the gimp suit on.
Yeah, you clearly can't ruin the chemistry and constant, easy flow of dialogue that Brad and I have. So I'll be muting you, but I'll invite you if you're on. I gotta pretend you're not there. You'll be like a mouse could, because I'll mute you. And you can't extract. You gotta let me fuck around, okay? Just saying, Anklo. You won't even know I will be there. And you can't finish everything, because I gotta... But yeah, I'll need your help while I stand and look at the beautiful scenery. That'd be beautiful. Deal? Deal. Okay, thanks, Anklo. That might help me have more lives, which would help me focus on Brad. Yeah. Yeah, it'll help me focus on Brad a bit better. I'm like, please join so I can ignore you. Holy shit, I'm a bitch. Bruce, if you want in as well, I can ignore you too. Well, I would like to but I prefer you in the chat because you have more things to say. I would think the aliens would be very similar in the fact that extreme temperatures like Saturn and Neptune wouldn't be good for life, says Bruce.
Life as we understand it,
Yeah.
but
See
maybe
what?
not alien life.
Yeah. I wonder what aliens would call our life. Do you know what I
Probably
mean?
shitty. Like
Yeah.
shitty and evil. You guys are
Right?
shitty and evil, Earthlings.
Right?
No wonder the Illuminates fucking at war with us.
Right? The Illuminates, and we're so bad to the bugs. I'm just saying it. We are so bad to them. Are you going to help me with the buddy bunkers? Is that what you're doing when you drop in, Anklo? Oh my god. That's good. That's good. Because then I can focus on my notes. Okay, so interstellar travel. What? Okay, we're not technologically. We're not doing travel. We're doing exploration. We're at exploration right now. The only things we're doing right now is probing telescopes, satellites, research from the space station, right? Mars rover. Have we put any other
Well, that's another
rovers
thing.
on
The
other
space station
planets
thing.
yet? Yeah, we could talk about the space station. I would love to. Then we
And
could
the
give a
whole
shout out to Chris
zero G
Hadfield.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and how it affects our body.
Yeah, so like that's one thing we're gonna have to figure out real quick.
By the way, Bruce, why'd you
How are you
join
gonna-
that server, not mine? I don't understand. How are we going to do it physically? Right?
Well, say how are you going to go to other planets that take months or years to get to if you can't even figure out how to stay in orbit for more than a couple months without freaking out? Oh my god, they've been up there for... Yeah, okay, they're fine. They're right there. Relax. Zero gravity is going to mess up our bodies. Radiation between planets is going to fuck up a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't figured out how to deal with yet.
Yeah, it seems to me that it's not just technology that's going to stop us from progressing in our interstellar exploration, but it's also the physical limitations of human beings. And the fact that we don't have the technology to deal with that. And even with the... Well, yeah, basically. I mean, I was going to get to it at the end with the news. Well, fear, yeah.
Fear's going to slow us down more than technology will.
Ankla, we'll have to go back to those bunkers. Just saying. Should we go around? It's got the hover. Fear is always going to be the thing. But there are people that are willing to face fear for the right price. Right? So, okay. I'm going to read, and I know you don't like that, but I'm going to try to do it. Okay? To implement...
Try to read? Good luck.
Wait, yeah.
So those tricky letters fuck you up.
Tell this one, wait, I'm out of the combat, so ankle. Okay, I made it. I was about to say. Okay. Okay. Okay, to implement slow interstellar missions, the uncertainties are more related to the advances in space medicine and biology than in propulsion and physics. For the former, we are not sure that humans can withstand the psychological stress. We can't withstand psychological stress on Earth. Anyway, of a generationship and the effects of radiation after exposure for generations. Well, for the second case, the very feasibility of human hibernation and hibernation lasting centuries has yet to be demonstrated.
Yeah, that whole cryogenic thing, it's people hoping they'll figure out how to unthaw them.
Oh, remember that? Who's got their head in... Bruce, if you're tired, then you better think of some questions, man. He fell asleep to my reading. He likes to hear me read. Apparently not. Look, I'm gonna die out here. This is not good.
We're all gonna die in space.
We're all gonna die. Bedtime stuff. I don't know your Discord link yet. Why, you have not looked at my my page yet? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's right there.
Point me to the enemy.
It's right in my freaking channel. But anyway. Okay. So, you have a question, Anklo? Like a space question? You may type it in the chat. He's like, where's the bunker, guys? Where's the bunker? I think it's way over here that I found the bunkers. I am too, though. It's okay. Brad is too tired, and I'm trying to get him to, like, tell me.
I'm not tired. I'm right here. What's up?
Tell me. I was hoping you'd give us an intro about what we're doing. Like, you're excited about this topic, and I'm like, I need you to get me excited about it, because honestly, Interstellar exploration? I'm kind of lost on it because if you think about it, for some of us, we're like, aren't we already doing it? But we're not. We're not out there in ships going beyond further than the space station. We're just not there.
No,
Why?
we're not.
What have we
Truth.
done?
We don't have the technology to do that, and we're still trying to figure out how it won't kill us when we try. That's the problem. And then, political bullshit like, who has money to go to space? Like, well, we do. We stop wasting it on stupid shit.
Anklo says, how will we be able to go across galaxies because light speed still won't be fast enough? Oh, well, that's where
Yeah,
technology
exactly.
happens,
Yeah.
right?
Next
Yeah,
episode. That's a future episode.
that's the next episode? Then maybe we should have made it this episode, I'm telling you, because you're not giving me a lot with this exploration yet. So what are we exploring right now, then, in interstellar exploration? Are you
Well,
talking about the hopes and dreams?
No.
Well, then get me
We're
there.
still exploring Mars, because that's the first place we're going to go that isn't the moon.
Okay. Why aren't we staying on the moon some more? It's got water. Why aren't we exploring that some more? Why aren't we trying to live on the moon or something yet?
Other countries are going apeshit.
India
India went to
is
the moon.
India's doing great stuff with
China's
the
doing
moon.
stuff with the moon.
That sounds freaky. China's getting freaky with the moon. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get to the bunker, Anklo. If you're going to help me with the bunker, anywhere? There's a bunker here.
Marking location.
What are his thoughts on terraforming Mars?
Do it.
Do it. It said it was invalid for some reason. Oh, you mean it went out just when you were going to join it, Annoying Bruce? That makes sense that my Discord link would expire on the very day you try to join. I kind of like that. That was good. Good timing. That's good timing. Just saying. Oh, you're right. It literally went invalid, like, today. That's funny. I'm waiting at a bunker for you. So that's all your thoughts? Do it? I'm sorry. Why aren't we terraforming, the moon? Why don't we live on the moon? We should, and isn't that a saying? We sent a man to the moon, we can send more of them. Or something like that. What was that saying? I don't know. Shouldn't we send them all? We never should have stopped? Who said that?
We were sending more people to the moon, and then the public got bored with it. So they canceled the rest of the Apollo missions. We were totally going to go back.
Aww.
Like, yeah, we already did that. Fucking whatever. When's the World Series on? Next. That's what humanity did.
Oh, but we could have sent so many of you guys to the moon. Gotten rid of so many of you men. I don't know. I love men, but there's a few of you I would have sent to the moon right now. Like, I'm just saying. Gladly. And I would have saluted you guys from space, from down here on Earth. Moon lacks atmosphere, and we could only be able to be on one side of it. Why would we only be able to be on one side of the moon? The inside of the moon? Why would we only be able to be on one side of the moon, Chief? The Deathless? And how would the process work? You mean of terraforming the moon or terraforming Mars, Bruce? Please tell us more. Because the moon doesn't make sense to terraform because Mars has a better chance. And working out. Look at Anklo with his smarty pants over here. Anklo, keep staying in school. Look at him. He's still remember when they're in school and they still learn stuff and know stuff? That's cute.
You can still learn stuff when you're out of school. Spoiler alert.
I know, but people often stop. Yeah, people often stop, right? But in school, it's still fresh, you know? And you're, like, learning it, and you're excited about it, and then you lose all that as life wears you down and beats you into a pulp. No?
Alright, calm down.
Okay, sorry. It's like,
literally any technical limitation you think about, like that sort of thing, we can only live on one side, is technology could fix that if we work at it.
Yeah. Yeah, you fix it.
A couple hundred years ago, we were shooting each other with bows and arrows and shit, and now we have fucking self-driving cars and Netflix. Like, we can, if we want to, we can figure it out.
Don't essential to a full life. You'll learn more as you go. There was another bunker. I forget where it is. I'm so sorry. I think it's this one. Look at us running out of time on a level 1. Okay, so because I got all the wrong notes, fixing -400 no sunlight is very costly. Yeah, well, you guys seen aliens. I mean, clearly we'd have the ideas to have terraforming.
Running like an international Olympics is expensive. We waste money on that every couple of years.
Yeah, we actually destroy people's homes and
So if we
ruin
really, like I said,
environments for that.
if we really wanted to go to the moon and live there, we could totally figure it out and pay for it.
Exactly. Why are we going in circles, Anglo? Was this the thing? Where's the second bunker I had? Oh, it must be that.
Tagging map, northeast, bar.
I'm sorry. I know it's distracting for me to do this, but I'm telling you, I gotta try.
Calling down fortification.
Ask him if he's going underground. Ask him. Okay, Bruce. I know Anklo. Sorry to confuse Bruce with Anklo. I'm so sorry, Anklo. Anklo says, ask Brad if going underground would be better than making glass domes on Mars. Can you ask him?
We think that going underground will protect us from radiation, because Mars doesn't have a very good magnetosphere, which is what protects us on Earth from being killed by deadly rays from space.
Deadly
So yeah, we're
rays
totally
from...
thinking about either like going underground and just building everything underground, or say you make
What-
structures and then like
What if
covers
there's
them
something
with-
bad underground, though? That would be great. Something scary's underground. That'd
Part
be
of
great.
exploration is figuring out what doesn't work. Oh shit, we found subterranean moon people. Oh no.
That would be great. Nice pun on your Discord, by the way. Oh no, it's another Discord. Thank you, annoying Bruce. I appreciate that. That's kind of, yeah. I appreciate what you're throwing down there, Anklo, with the help, because I'm struggling. Because I'm still stuck on the fact. Okay, interstellar exploration. Basically, where we're at is still telescopes, scientists working in labs doing theories. The fact that
Almost
we've
everything's
sent
theoretical
probes,
still, yeah.
Mars. We're not there. We're just not. Oh, I found a thing. Remember, I got the ultimatum, guys. Please remind me, because I'm about to die again. No, I dropped the ultimatum for a shovel. Ah, shit. Well, a 500 kg it is. I know, right?
Take your way to freedom.
I know, I can't take my way. Mars has Mars has worse storms. Wait. You got Anklo, you gotta also do this in the chat, because I missed what you said. Has worse storms than we do, and going underground does make way more sense. But how would we create oxygen? Oh, by the way, spoiler alert for the end of the stream, there is oxygen far out in space that has been found in several other, like in a far, far away galaxy that's growing. So I find that interesting. Anyway, have we figured out how to make it without the need to have a giant multi-ton thing? It's what Anklo's saying.
No, you would need basically chemistry in factories to make it.
When are we going to do that?
Atmospheric processing.
Southeast.
When we build it.
When will we build it? Do you think we all are we really going to have to rely on that douchebag? Like,
No.
okay, because like I'm like, when are we gonna
Do you think we're going to get there in our lifetime? And like
No.
have cities on Mars that require like
We have the
atmospheric
Voyagers
processing?
too. We have the Voyagers too, says Chief. Money is what. Why does it have to take money? Why? Money is a construct.
On today's broadcast, we figured out why money has to exist.
No, but why? Why does money have to be a thing? Why can't we just use the resources? Money is used to buy resources. The
Money is used to
resources
buy goods and
exist.
services.
Yeah, but why can't we just collaboratively use the resources that are required to make these things without making it a fucking money thing? It doesn't have to be about money.
I mean,
Fuck capitalism.
you're not wrong, but
It's
you
the
put that across to the
resources.
United Nations and see what happens.
Well, they're having issues right now,
Dear
you know?
delegates, let's just get rid of money and do everything.
Fuck money and just do the things by sharing the resources to advance the society and advance that money exists so that I can steal other people's money, says Bruce. Okay. Capitalism has never failed, says Bruce. Yeah, right? It's going so well. It's
Yeah,
going so
we're all
well.
rich. We're all rich.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Or
capitalism.
countries that have tried that, it doesn't work, sadly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about globally, if we
It would be
stop
good to
fucking
have
fighting each other.
competition. It would be good to have
I
competition.
know. How could we do that on Mars without a constant supply of oxygen? Okay, could we? Oh no, Anklo, what? Oh no. Are we going to extract Anklo? I think we should move up a level. I didn't find anything else because I didn't look very well. I'm just saying.
Okay, are you ready for your mind to be blown?
Yes, I've been
Why is it called the
waiting.
Red Planet? Why is it called the Red Planet?
Tell us, please. We've been waiting for your no, I threw an SOS. Fuck that SOS. Shit. No.
Cue the police.
Oh, shit. No
Message in the
SOS.
bottle.
I know. I love that song. You just, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, move along because I keep sending you that song. Stop
Mars is red because it's got iron oxide all over the place.
Oh.
So.
And I'm like, what's iron oxide?
What's iron oxide? Oh, it's
Yeah.
iron and oxygen. So we just have to build factories that will take the oxygen out of the dirt on Mars and put it back into the atmosphere.
Calling down supply.
Yeah.
You need
It
other
sounds
stuff like
so
nitrogen.
simple.
It's simple in the same way that cavemen could be explained how to make
Fire in the
airplanes. That doesn't mean they know how or anything like that, but it's possible. You totally can do that.
throwing
But
grenade.
it's not
Oh,
there
I'm
yet.
only supposed to throw one. I'm stealing all the supplies from you, Anklo. You don't need them, right? You don't need them, Anklo. You're a strong boy. You got this. Oh shit! I forgot about the
that kind of
bugs.
ties into the exploration thing. Like because we're looking for planets and we're able to use
Telescope.
spectroscopy to find the composition. Like you said, oxygen earlier. We're able to look at. Oh, that planet has oxygen on it.
Requesting air
He's using the hover
It's
pack.
it's really hard, and we can't do it for like everything. And we still know how to look for planets that are close by very well.
I still got a shovel in my hand. I still have a shovel in my hand. I'm sorry. I'm here. I just have. Will there be shovels in space? Yes. Yes.
I feel like it's a pretty robust technology. We'll
Yeah.
probably bring it into space with us.
Space shovels. On next week's episode, space shovels. No? Okay, anyway. He literally has 0 stumps? Okay. Okay, so interstellar travel. We're not talking about that. We're talking about exploration. So exploration. Where are we at? Let me see. Let me see where we're at, okay? We're not at those.
We're all over the place, I think.
I
Sounds like
know,
we're all
because you're sick and I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. I try to be. I'm ready for like the parts about what happened this week, but I'm not there as far as I wasn't there yet. That's what she said. Interstellar exploration. Give me an exploration, not interstellar exploration. The journey beyond our solar system is a field of study and aspiration, currently focusing on
Googled it
technologies.
before. We don't
Like,
need the definition of
What
it.
are nanoprobes? We already know they're probes. For advanced propulsion systems, we'll also consider. Well, are we even doing any of that? Voyager 1. Somebody mentioned Voyager earlier. Was it Chief? Voyager 1 and 2. There's been 2 of them have reached interstellar space. They weren't designed for interstellar exploration, and current NASA plans don't include sending new space NASA don't include sending new spacecraft. Yeah. Don't include sending new spacecraft to interstellar space.
I mean, that's just a byproduct.
Which
of
one blew
shooting it into
up?
space.
Oh, that was the Night Voyager. Which one blew up?
Neither Voyager did that.
The
Whole
what
bunch
was
of it did.
what was it called? The
Which one
guy,
blew up?
the Challenger, was that the one that blew up?
That was a space shuttle.
Okay, yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's why we have him here. Ankle, I can't help it. I'm sorry. Go away. Like, I mean, run away. I don't mean go away. I just mean
Voyager and I think
he survived that.
Pioneer.
Yeah,
Is
they
that-
both
is that
blew
the
up.
part that- No, no, they're out. making their way to space.
Make their way downtown.
Real space.
Okay.
But that's because they've been flying for like 40 or 50 years. So yeah, if you keep flying into space, you're going to end up in space. Wow.
Ooh. Oh no, have you been? Oh no, have you been to Houston before? No, I have not been there. I've been to Texas, but I went to stupid Killeen, Texas. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. Fort Hood, that's where I visited. I didn't get to see anything cool in Texas. Ethical considerations. Our potential impact on any extraterrestrial life. Yeah, we don't care. We're human beings. We don't care about our own people or animals. Why will we care about? But we should care about the unintended consequences, like them getting mad at us. And the responsibility of humanity in the cosmos. I don't think we'll care about the humanity in the cosmos. Oh my god, I'm missing all your stuff, Anklo. You gotta do that in the YouTube chat. I've missed all your shit. How would Lightspeed work, he says, because it's all in movies, it's something so easy, but in reality there are tons of issues with it. Anklo, I can't see your chat all the time when I'm looking elsewhere. You better get into the YouTube chat, Anklo, so I can follow you better. Although I do appreciate it on the screen. I just can't see it all the time. Right? What is an IBEX? What is an IBX? Brad?
What?
What is an IBX? The IBEX? Brad?
IBEX?
Yeah.
Is this another quiz? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I'm just asking if you know. Sick.
Like in what context? What are you talking
Interstellar exploration. I'm going to tell you since you don't know everything for once. See, Sick Brad is my favorite Brad now because I can be smarter than him for like 1 second. IBEX, IBEX.
And they're like, oh, what is that?
Interstellar,
My face.
Interstellar Boundary Explorer. IBEX is a small satellite orbiting Earth that gathers data to create, data, like from Star Trek. It's like gathering data and he's like roaming around with, anyway, sorry. Data to create a map of the boundary of interstellar space. It's creating a map of the boundary of interstellar space. It's a small satellite orbiting Earth. It's called the IBEX.
Okay, so it's just, like, studying the heliopause and stuff like that, which is where Voyager is right now.
Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants. An interstellar mapping and acceleration probe is an IMAP, not anything to do with Apple. It's NASA is preparing to launch IMAP in 2025 to study the boundary of the heliosphere. What's a heliosphere?
It's a bubble in between the solar system and interstellar space.
Oh, well, look at you.
Like a pressure bubble.
Oh, okay. Like I did terrible. We survived level 1. We're on to level 2.
Level 2.
Does IBEX stand for SMT? What is SMT? It's an animal in Africa, Anklo? What are you talking about? This is
no,
space.
it totally is. That's what I was thinking. Like IBEX, like that sounds.
No,
like,
I knew something you guys didn't know. No, I knew something you guys didn't know. Just saying. I didn't know it. You're right. I have it open. Where do we go next? Where are fire tornadoes so that I can make this interesting for Anklo?
This world needs your righteous extermination.
Let's go to level 2.
Diver. The operation proceeds.
Why? What? Why? Just because you're playing with me, won't you get bored? Okay. She can't go to Houston. They will beat her up if she asks these questions, Bruce says. They won't beat me. Unless I want it. I don't see why. Brad, eventually you should just give BS answers so that I can laugh at the stream. Brad, they want you to give...
If you want stupid answers, there's plenty of other channels that do that.
Oh, yeah. And besides,
that's like 80% of the internet.
Yeah, and besides, I'm asking the stupid questions, so it evens out. If you want stupidity, I got it. Like, I'm covering that. I'm covering the stupidity part of the broadcast. Heliosphere, answers Chief. is what keeps us all from getting pelted from rocks. Then explain all the rocks that do hit Earth, Mr. Chief. You mean more rocks? Bruce says, what do you mean by that? I mean, I'm the stupid one over here, Bruce. That's what I mean. Napalm.
Heliosphere is like way out.
So it stops us from the other kind of? Okay. I gotta pick the supply pack. I gotta practice with the supply pack. I'm sorry, I gotta do it for solo army. Because he wants me to practice. Or no, I already doesn't care. I don't need it. Either way, I gotta practice. Okay. Let's go with this, guys. Hold on. What else did I need? What did he tell me to bring? Quasar. We're not up to big enemies yet with the Quasar yet, are we?
Don't forget your toothbrush.
Oh, of course. I brushed my teeth before I came here. I'm good. How will we protect our sleeves from solar flares on Mars? Are you saying slaves, Anklo?
I'm gonna guess ourselves.
Ourselves. Oh, he did mean ourselves. Holy shit. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, man. That makes more sense.
That was like we were saying earlier. Radiation is one of the biggest concerns with...
I'm sorry.
Getting out there doing stuff.
My bad. No, Anklo, that was on me. Anklo, that was on me, but I'm glad you're saying that in the chat. Funtime says, oh no, it's a normal one, and Brad is the smart one. A good combo. I'm normal? I take offense to that. Annoying Bruce reminded me about, unless if I want to be beaten. Look, we all have our things. Oh no, why would you assume that? Because I have a low self-esteem, Bruce. And because I'm not very smart. I used to be, but then things happened. So, sending humans to the edge of interstellar space, let alone across a cosmic void to other stars, remains firmly in the realm of science fiction.
Yeah, there's no way we're doing that yet. Like I said, that's...
But scientists and engineers are developing skills and technologies that might help us get there one day. Yeah, I am going to pop quiz you.
Thanks, generic AI statement.
Yeah, I am going to pop quiz you. I'm going to say, what have we done that would... can you name a couple things that say, oh yeah, we're developing skills and technologies? Can you name me a couple? Because I don't understand. I'm not seeing us in space. I don't think anything's being done. That's my opinion.
It's not.
I'm just kidding.
It's not. They're extremely slowly with
because of funding. Because of funding. So it's all okay. Okay, got you. Do I have slaves in my basement? I don't have a basement. Go on.
That doesn't mean there's no slaves. Just there's no basement.
Look, Brad, we promised we wouldn't talk about a personal life on. Just kidding.
But the recent, it was the rescue. We rescued people from the space station.
Right.
The fact that the term is rescued.
Are you meaning sex slaves? Because that's what I meant. Just so you know. Go on, please. Sorry, professional. Go on. I'm so sorry. I had to clarify.
Look, I'm not sure what you want to talk about right now.
Oh, wow. Well, sex slaves in space. We're going to turn this into an OG Star Trek episode.
There was a Kirk episode about
that. Yeah, Star Trek. We're going to talk Star Trek now.
The fact that we had to rescue people that are only 100 kilometers away shows how...
Yeah, you're spoiling it for the news that I had today. That's part of my
babies
news.
We are about space.
Yeah. I have to my news thing. You ruined my news segment, just so you know. Oh shit.
Next up, the news.
Where's that? Not safe for work tag in the title? I don't have to do NSF blah 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 because we already know it's an adult stream. Unless people are new. Okay, I heard Canada's very against that. No, we have a bad history. Look at what we've done to our Indigenous people. Don't get me started. Chief says it has a current and pushes everything around it as we travel forward. What does? There's 3 spheres. Each one keeps us safe. If we had no... Oh, heliosphere, but kept moving forward, much larger things would be sucked. Much larger things would be sucked. So we're back to NSF, whatever. Okay, into our orbit. Do you think we could get power from auction? What auction?
Yes.
Oh, auction. What's auction? Wait, Funtime Cloud, what's auction? I'm lost. Oh, do you want to come back, Anklo?
Reinforcing.
What's auction? What are you guys talking about? What's auction? Brad?
What?
What's auction?
Orbital inbound.
Does he mean oxygen or auction?
I don't know what they.
You said
just- you
yes.
said.
You said yes.
I'm gonna guess oxygen because we're talking about like science and spacey stuff.
Okay. We're
Not
just
like-
gonna guess.
eBay
Just-
auction.
Okay. Can we get...
Sending in an
Spell check in the chat.
The spell check, yeah, please, because, like,
Serious,
I'm
doesn't know what you mean.
yeah, I'm just gonna throw that in
What's
there.
these?
Did I bring the grenade pistol when I meant to bring the... Oh, man. I'll just throw that there. Ancient. You were saying ancient? Why would we get power from ancient? Do you mean ancient civilizations? Do I just keep killing Anklo?
reinforcements.
Is that what's happening, Anklo? I'm sorry. Ooh, I hear something. Well, going interstellar. What does interstellar explore? No. Why does 1 year... Oh, no, that's based on the movie, right? That has nothing to do with us. How close is humanity to interstellar travel? Well, we know these are physical... possible. The technology level needed for interstellar travel seems very far away, perhaps 100 to 200 years in the future. February 2nd, 2024. Really?
That seems
I think
like
that's
naively
hopeful.
optimistic. That's
Yeah, I
naively
was going to
optimistic.
say that. I was going to say that sounds kind of hopeful considering we've probably been regressing by 50 to 100 years lately. So how are we going to get there?
Well, look at it this
And-
way: in the 70s, we thought we would be living on the moon by now.
Yeah, no, we're
And then
going
we didn't
backward,
even-
guys.
We didn't even go back.
No, we didn't. We said, fuck that.
100 meters.
Well, do you blame them with a whole bunch of people saying, we never win? And then I'd be like, well, fuck you guys then. Okay, then we're not going back. The end.
Yeah, but the stupid "we never went" people happened decades after we stopped going because they decided to spend money on the Vietnam War instead.
And they are also like,
So
yeah,
again,
we need to spend
get your
money
shit
on
together.
Earth. They were also like, we need
we
to
can
spend
afford
on money.
space.
Oh, stop interrupting, Brad. I'm sorry. Not you. I'm saying me. Stop interrupting Brad because your voice is sexy. Go on. What I'm upset about is that we said we had to focus on Earth instead of space, and then all we're doing is fucking up Earth and fucking over people. So I wish we'd kept going to space, is how I feel about that. I don't think we did the Earth any better by stopping the wondrous explorations of space. That's my opinion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's like the usual current state where the people are like, hey, we should really do A, B, and C are not the people in control of
Sending in an eagle.
The money.
countries in the
decisions.
global economy that can actually do that kind of shit.
I threw a bomb where you're running. Not unless you're talking about ancient concrete. I don't know what you're talking about, Bruce. In order to explore space, we need more money. How do we get more money? We don't need more money. We need collaborative nations, which clearly don't exist right now. Unless you're Russia and the U.S. Ooh, got him. And, it's just not going to happen. We don't technically need money. What is money used for? To buy resources or to wield power and control, right? We don't need the money. We have the resources. What we would be better off to do is to trade our resources and collaboratively work together toward those goals. Money isn't needed. Money isn't what makes or crafts the things. It's collaborative efforts. Sure, your own governments or people or whatever could pay the workers. Yes. But money is a made-up thing. Like, you could just be like, hey, I'll trade you some wood for some water. I'll trade you some aluminum for some whatever.
Hey,
We've
workforce,
already
it's the government. How about we like mine Earth and build rocket ships and stuff, and instead of paying you so that you can afford to pay your mortgage and buy groceries, we just don't have mortgages and you're not.
yeah,
You're
like
free.
you have a house to live and you have food. We all
I know it's
have
way
what
more
we
complicated
need.
than that, but yeah, the reason
Sorry,
we want to get
but
paid is so we can afford to fucking live.
yeah, like okay, here's the thing.
It's a closed
We like
system.
money for we like money for treats and stuff, but the fact is that we don't like basically most of us are just living to exist. If we would take away money, it would have to be very slowly and take many years, Anklo says. Facts. Yeah, and I wish we would have. Anybody who loves Star Trek Next Generation should know about this shit. Like, it's not beyond the realm of possibility if you know anything about Gene Roddenberry. This isn't a fucking communist idea. It's a, like, practical idea, too. Because what do we fight most over?
Resources.
Power, money, resources. Exactly. And what gets used over people's heads? Money. If we took money out of the equation and had a way, like the barter system that was used way before we colonized places, then you wouldn't have that shit going on. We'd just be sharing our resources and building our things and making things happen. But whatever, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I don't think we'll truly have... There we go, Ernesto. Thank you. Ernesto says, what we need is a trade system back. Society collapses, but we gain control of the raw resources the governments use to control us. Governments and business and corporations. Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say the whole Star Trek, hey, there's no war and there's no money. There's in between
there was still war,
society,
but...
in between current society and that like utopia where there's no money was a whole lot of fucking shit getting fucked up on Earth.
Yeah.
That's what we have to go through to get there.
So I guess we're well on our way because we're going through some fucked up shit right now. So there we go, guys. We're on our way. We'll be in space travel in no time, guys. We're on our way.
It's more like a moral or a cultural shift to
yeah.
Billions of people
for
have
sure.
to agree that we don't need money, and then
we
will
have
start
to agree
happen.
that the tech, whatever, or whoever's got all those billions of dollars, that they don't fucking mean shit, and that we do what we want, and then we work together and start our own barter systems. But that's a DIY thing that other people have to get into, because as long as those people are in charge, we're not going to get anywhere. I'm sorry. They're just going to do what they want. Do you think you're going to space if they go to space? Exactly. But hey, we're getting political. I think a lot of people would die if we did that, Bruce. If we take money out, then people would just fight over another resource. Yeah, but Bruce.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and Bruce, people are already dying. It's not like, oh, people die because of the money that they don't even get to see. People are killed for money and power. Like, like people are already dying? Like, people are already dying, aren't we? I don't know where you've been, but money exists explicitly, says his niche, to remove bartering from the equation. I know, so that we don't have control with each other, so that we don't have power within our own communities to take care of ourselves, so we have to be reliant on their system. Yep. But,
yeah, that's the capital in capitalism.
And for the record, we went to money even way before we did a barter system because money is just easier. No, we were bartering way before. Just ask Indigenous. Look into history. The only people fighting over, or even other societies that exist right now, the only people fighting over the resource right now are the rich. The rich make wars to control who gets the resources. Bingo, Ernesto. Ernesto's been to school. Besides, a barter system has literally the exact problems that money has, just different symptoms, says his niche. You're not wrong. Every system will have issues. But I'm telling you, is this working? No.
Grow the fuck up. Humans will not be stupid. That's the big problem.
Exactly. Ernesto, poor people would also fight the poor people for power or money. That's if we're fighting about power or money. But if we're talking about resources, I can fucking tell you from fact, there ain't nobody that shares more resources together than poor people. We're talking food shares. We're talking about everything. Poor people know how to share their resources. So no, I don't think poor people are the problem. The poor barter system has more availability for jobs than us, says. Yeah, we're doing that right now, where people are like, I will fix I will do the carpentry in your cabinets if you can teach me how to code. We have that going on in a big city like Toronto. Less homeless means a better economy. Better economy means better. Oh, I can't wait till we get to economies in space. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but we're going to talk about economy in space, weren't we, eventually? Also, we aren't going to become Star Trek or the Orville, says his niche. You're right. we're going to be the Expanse. No, we're probably going to be, at this rate, we are going to be Elysian. Elysian. Yeah, we're going to be like Elysian. We're going to be slaves on Earth while the rich are up there. I've been through school, but I've been through some stuff, says Ernesto. You don't want to be caught in a third world country. Exactly. Do you have a source to back that up? Hisnich said. Well, I don't know. Nope, just from history has shown us. Ernesto says, nope, just from what history has shown us. Yeah, history is an interesting thing. It's shown us things and stuff. Oh, bye, Anklo, and I missed all your comments because I can't read open chat while looking at my chat, so I wonder what he said. It was probably really good. Annoying Bruce said, never said poor people were the problem. I just think that in your effort to get money out, people would end up just fighting over said resources anyway. Again, poor people are at the bottom and don't have those money anyway. They're sharing resources the best way they can because nobody's giving them the money anyway.
Okay, so we're way off topic, but
yeah, we do sound anarchistic.
If the resources are provided, I'm sure a lot of people will not have to fight for them.
Exactly. That's kind of...
Hey, hundreds of millions of people, it's basically a free ride. They'd probably be okay with it.
Right.
Just go to work and help us build rockets to explore space. Okay, cool. I got a job. My family's taken care of. They're fed and housed. Sweet.
And then you don't mind abandoning them to go into space and have an affair with some sexy space girl. Exactly. See, we all win. Okay.
That's random, but sure.
Bruce says we sound anarchists. No, it's just... Have you not watched Star Trek? Like, if you have any sci-fi history, have you not dreamed a little dream of me? Have you not watched Star Trek? Are you going to say that Gene Roddenberry was an anarchist? Because he had hopes and dreams for the future of us?
Poli-sci 101. Oh, if you don't believe in cataclysm, you must be an anarchist.
Right? Like, I don't think so. You're being pragmatic, Bruce?
Way more. That's a good thing. There's way more flavors at the fucking ice cream shop than capitalism. Or anarchism or socialism.
I'm going to throw this resupply right into the hole and see what happens. Ooh, I got a summer pack. Okay. People would fight over the resource, yes, but we're already doing that. Exactly, Ernesto. It's like, people are like, well, but what if we fight over resources? I'm like, where have you guys been? Because, like, that's kind of the whole thing that's happening. Oh, it worked! It closed the back hole. Guys, drop here. Oh, I dropped the supply back. But did you see that? I just learned a thing. There's always going to be deaths. It's inevitable. Exactly. And it seems to me that the deaths that are most easily done is us poor people in the bottom. So, what's really different? I mean, what are you guys...
It might as well be for progress, then.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, wouldn't you rather die for, like, space exploration and future for future humankind than to be just dying for Amazon? Dying at your job so that you can die later for nothing? You don't get the plan? Well, there is no plan, Bruce. What would the plan be? Well, I don't know. We weren't even talking about a plan. We were talking about interstellar exploration, but that's a good question. What is the plan with interstellar exploration as far as you know, Brad? Is there a plan?
Step one, go back to the moon.
Go back to the moon, he says. But we're not. We're focusing on Mars, right? Ernest says, but if you can convince the world... Oh, sorry. Yes, please go on. Move the moon closer. Wait.
No, the moon is way closer than Mars, so it's just easier to get to. So
I was like, wait, now we're going to move the moon. I was like, getting all... We're going to...
Really low gravity?
Sorry, I missed your comments there, Inklo. Yeah.
So it's going to be easier to, like, send rockets off at the surface of the moon, or use, mass drivers or whatnot to shoot stuff off the moon. So it makes sense as, like, an operating base for, hey, we're going to go build stuff to go to Mars. Either build it in space or build it on the moon.
There you go. The
first thing is to build, facilities and factories and stuff at those two places.
Worker camps. Guys, see? You capitalist sons of bitches would still get your worker camps. Don't worry. Because who would sign up more? Poor people. We'd sign up. We'd sign up to go there to work, to terraform like in Aliens films. So you guys win too. Hey, Red Shadow.
Just goes, hey, workforce, you've been reassigned to orbit to build stuff in space now.
And that's what will happen. Ernest said, but if you can convince the world to work together toward a common cause, then there's a sign for a true democracy that can hopefully exist with people who can actually coexist. Facts.
I don't believe in democracy either because people are kind of
Yeah, he's kind of, yeah, he. It's saying leaders are the people who need to be changed from the equation. True. Bredshaw says, oi. His niche says, really only Elon wants to set up shop on Mars. Yeah, Elon wants to do what he wants to do.
Wait, what?
Ernest,
Only Elon? No, you think Elon
no,
Musk is the first person to be like, "Hey, we should go to
no,
Mars"?
he's not. He's not. But
No.
there's a lot of fanboys that think that he like developed the idea to go to Mars or something. Just because
Elon Musk invented Mars. Everybody, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying he's got some fans. He's got some fans out there. I don't know why the guy did the Hitler salute. I mean, even if I had admired him for taking William Shatner up there years ago, he's lost me now. I'm sorry. Once you do the Hitler salute, you've lost me. I don't care what you put up there in the sky. How many phallic penis rocket-sized things you try. You lost me. Okay. But I am glad that they brought some people back. And we can talk about that at the end, because that's part of the news. Everyone, okay. We need leaders to lead people. Sure we do. But how? Yep. It would take a mega long time. Yes. We need the correct people to lead. Agreed, Ernesto. What would their workers receive, annoying Bruce? Who knows? Depends on who's in charge of doing it, right? Who's in charge of doing it? Like, if we don't know who's in charge of doing it, is it where people are forced, like labor or worker camps, and sent to do the terraforming and or that? Then I guess they're not going to receive much now, are they? Now, is it like a collaborative effort where people are inspired to go to space? Then that's something else. Is it prisoners we're sending to space? Again, different motives.
Yep. Or if by the time technology catches up and we can actually do that, maybe Earth will be such a shithole, people are like, fuck yeah, I'll go to Mars.
Exactly. We can't get along. We can't even get along in the chat, so there you go. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I said that only Elon wants to set up worker camps on Mars. His niche, I bet you he's not the only one, though. I mean, look, aliens had that idea in their films. Believe me, corporations will be down for that at any time. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
A lot of science fiction is basically based on history, just in a future context.
Exactly.
So, a lot of this stuff already happened or is happening. That is not good. Yeah, it's probably going to happen again.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Fools that don't learn from history. Yeah, that.
Doomed to blah blah blah. Yeah, we said that quote exactly right. Every other space agency wants to do more realistic thing of setting up shop on the moon first and establish a permanent base. His niche said, yeah. Yes. Brad said, thank you. Ooh, his niche, you got Brad's approval right there.
Yeah, jump all the way to Mars.
That gave me a special tingle.
Go back to the moon yet.
Exactly. Oh my god, I got a special tingle from that. That was great, his niche. You just redeemed yourself in a second.
Special tingle.
Timestamp that. Yeah, special tingle.
We need to go to the moon for helium-3. It's got lots of fuel there that we want for fusion.
There you go. Timestamp my special tingle.
You have to put that in the description later.
Well, these worker camps seems like they would get abused easily. Yeah, of course they would. Like, that's how it always is. Or extremely underpaid, or they'd never be let go. Did you see Alien Romulus?
Humankind is pretty good at abusing itself.
Also, Elon didn't send Kirk up to space. Okay, his niche. You're right. No, it was not Bezos. Wait, no. He went on Elon's ship, and they only went out of orbit. It wasn't Bezos. Let's fact check that. Shatner into space. On October 3rd, William Shatner. Oh my god, you're fucking right. I hate you. I hate you. Best known for his iconic Star Trek role, boards Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin space shuttle with 3 other people and becomes the oldest. Oh, being wrong hurts so bad. Bam. Oh, good job, his niche. Fact checking my ass. Oh my god. I kept saying Elon Musk because he's got a freaking, oh my god. It was Bezos? Oh, he was so creepy looking too. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed, but you're right. You're right, Hisnitch. I give you full props.
Knowledge is humbling.
He's made me tingle, and he's corrected me on a fact I got wrong, which made it not a fact. But in today's society, it's a fact. Shatner went up in Elon Musk's shuttle. Fact, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm giving you guys a hard time. I'm just saying.
Turn it down, fake news. Come on.
Fake news. Fake news. Bezos didn't do shit. I watched it too.
I took William Shatner to space. We had a
I
nice
did.
time.
We had a great time. He was so happy. You know what? You know what the funny thing is, Niche? Did I forget that my brain did that? That's going to be a Mandela effect thing.
You were on a musky
because
tangent. That's what it was.
I was. No, but I watched it. I watched the video. I cried. I watched it in real time. I cried watching Shatner's experience. You remember when Shatner got out of the shuttle and he's like, his life was forever changed. I was watching that. I watched it. I record in one of my vlogs on my OG channel. I recorded it. I recorded it because I was so into Shatner going into space. Because I grew up with watching reruns of Shatner. Being sexy Kirk, and to see that old man totally moved when he saw Earth from the orbit. He was like, "Oh, we have to take care of Earth and all that stuff." He was changed by that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that's a super humbling kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe we should send more people to space to be like, holy fuck,
holy shit. Exactly.
Yeah. That little tiny blue dot. That's fucking everything you've ever seen and learned and
butterfly. Yeah. So it was very humbling for him. And so thank you, his niche, for correcting me. And he said, he is, I am the void of space, is what he said. That sounds like something Brad would say. I am the void of space. Or is that what you only say? Never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That does sound like a Brad thing to say. I'm just saying. I am the void of space. I'm just saying. Sorry, Brad. Doesn't it? I didn't know gas needs would close that.
Put that on a Hallmark card.
Right? I am the void of space. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't expect anything more.
Just a black featureless card. Here you go. Welcome
Love
to
is dead. It doesn't exist. I am the void of space. Have a great day. Okay, we are totally off topic, but thank you for fact-checking me on that, his niche. I appreciate that. What did William Shatner say about going into space? He said, I got it. He said, but when I looked in the opposite direction into space, there was no mystery, no majestic awe to behold. All I saw was death. That's what he wrote about it after. That's beautiful.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cosmic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of death out there.
George from Star Trek, who as recently as November swore off speaking of his nemesis, ripped Shatner's historic flight to space on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket in October 2021. Well, he wasn't really in outer space, and it wasn't for very long. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He was just in orbit.
Takai?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great, isn't it? Oh my god, I didn't know they were nemesis, though. Probably I think it was because Shatner was a bit of an asshole. Let's not lie. He had quite the ego. I mean, Shatner, if you're listening, hi! How you doing, old man?
Hey,
we love you. I love Star Trek. I heard you were a bit of a dick. I even watched your cop show with my dad, okay? A lot of memories, okay? You're still a special part of our Canadian heritage. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, Bezos, now you look like more of a dick. I'm just saying. Okay. He was pretty sure he was embracing his mortality. Yeah, morality or mortality, his niche. I think you did a typo. I think he was facing his mortality. He was like, hey, I could die anyway. I might as well do it in space, because Star Trek. They'll never forget me now. We weren't going to forget him anyway.
I remember Rescue 911.
Oh my god, you're right. Wasn't he the host of that?
He was the host of that.
Oh my god. Boy, we are on tangents. I love them, though.
Not just in space.
Not in space? Rescue 911 in space. Could you imagine? 911, what's your emergency?
I'm in space and I'm dying. Alright, we'll be there in a few months. We just have to train astronauts to disable a mission.
Right?
Oh, please. For space rescue.
Your call is important to us. No, they don't say that on that. What's the address? I don't know. Well, how can we help you, sir, if you're not giving us your address, your coordinates? I can't think of my coordinates right now. I'm running out of oxygen. And Hesnich is like, and Takai and Shatner infamously do not like each other. Probably because, let me guess without getting sued. If I was to guess, I would guess that Shatner was not only full of himself, because he was, you know, quite a stud back then, but maybe he was not exactly up to, maybe he was a bit,
standards? You're gonna get
maybe
sued
he
for
was an
slander.
asshole to the guy. I'm just saying. Already, that would give. Hey, that would put our podcast on the map. Oh no, series gets sued for slander by Shatner. Series has fuck all money, but okay. I'm gonna say it. Maybe he was a racist piece of shit and treated Tai Kai like shit during the show, where he was just
you
an
look up other
asshole.
random stuff, just look it up.
Okay, what was?
Why
Okay.
does George Takai and William Shatner have a feud? It was probably over like the space women.
Why?
Shatner wouldn't share the space women.
Why does Takai
That's the
not
crew's like,
like
what the fuck, man?
Shatner?
Not cool.
Why is he so fixated on Bill Shatner? Shatner claims it all has to do with his ego, which was a result of Takai's unwillingness to play second fiddle on the show. Oh, please. We already knew he wasn't. That's stupid.
I mean, commanders are subordinates to captains. That's just
Yeah,
the way
that makes
military
no
hierarchy
sense.
works.
That makes no sense. How do you untangle a feud? Okay. So what went wrong? It depends on which of the two you ask, but some of the earliest and most complete explanations of the time come from the Tai Kai's 1994 autobiography, To the Stars. In it, surprisingly notes that he was originally drawn to the Star Trek pilot due to Shatner's involvement. He'd seen the actor perform in a play. Okay, nobody cares. He radiated energy and a boundless joy in his position. Okay? He was the single most compelling presence there is, the unmistakable star of the production. He doesn't explicitly explain. Okay, let's see what he does. First,
well, it's clickbait. That's a clickbait
Shatner
answer.
didn't recognize Takai when the pair worked together on an episode of Chrysler Fever before Star Trek was picked up. So he didn't even recognize him, probably because he's racist. The actor described Shatner ignoring his question about if he'd heard any Trek news and trying to make up for not remembering Takai with an aggressive show of fondness that came across as insincere. He also describes some situations where Shatner seemed to make himself the center of attention to the displeasure of the rest of the cast. Oh, like Galaxy Quest, guys, if you've seen Galaxy Quest. Like when he allegedly forced photographers doing a piece on Leonard Nimoy, to leave set, or apparently posed as if he was helping to put out an RA-controlled fire on a soundstage. Basically, he just rubbed
Kind of sounds like Bill.
them the wrong way. Yeah. Then he became more open about his dislike, though he still complimented the actor's talents. Fuck you and the horse he rode in on. Oh, wait. By the time of Shatner's Comedy Central roast in 2006, he put it more plainly, proclaiming, I can finally say what I've waited 40 years to say. Fuck you and the horse he rode in on. Potential wedding drama reignited the pair's beef? Shatner didn't go to Takai's wedding. He said there's such a sickness there. It's so patently obvious that there's a psychosis there. I don't know what his original thing about me was. I have no idea. Oh my god, this is really... Wow, guys. Okay, we have gone down a tangent rabbit hole.
Next week on As the Enterprise Turns.
Oh my god. I'm 95% sure it's because they are both prima donnas. Yeah, hey, please don't sue me for being assumptive. Sounds to me like egos. But clearly Shatner held the show. Like, it wasn't like... I don't know. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go away from bugs. Fuck practicing. I wasn't really practicing, was I? Oh, we're back to Brink, guys. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to continue? Where are you, space-wise?
You talking to me?
Yeah, no, I'm talking to the other guy I'm doing the podcast with.
Half the time you're talking to the chat. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what I have to do.
Helldiver. So, okay, so if you don't stipulate, I have to check, and I check.
I appreciate that.
Operation accomplished. Your
He's giving me shit, isn't he? Well, then tell me, where are you in Elite Dangerous?
I'm looking on the galaxy map. Hold on.
I kind of miss spacing with you, but I can't switch.
I think I'm like 40 jumps away from the first checkpoint back.
Oh no. First checkpoint back to the where?
Back to Earth. Or, well, not
What?
Earth, but like the bubble.
To the bubble? But I have
Yeah.
so far to go. Wait, no, I'm near the bubble. So I don't even need to travel. I can just meet you at the bubble. That sucks.
You should go to the center.
Oh.
The center's like closer to you, but you jump less distance per jump.
Should I just go back to Seoul? Should I? But then, what was the adventure going to be next? Were we ever going to have another adventure? Look, I just need to know in front of all these people, were you ever really going to space travel with me? Look at that. Sorry, just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, you're playing
Weird.
Helldiver, so I don't know.
I was trying to get people back in. They weren't down for Ready Player 2. Why did I think of that? They weren't down for Elite Dangerous. They just weren't down for it. They checked out. They were like, "Oh no." They were, they were like, "Wait. Oh, you checked out of Elite Dangerous? Could we? But if you planned an adventure, no, never mind. You've already done it before. Wait, what did you send? Oh, did you send an update of where you're at?
Yep.
Oh wow. You know what? I'll put that in the chat as to where you're at. So you're far. So you're closer to where I am now. Huh. I mean, where is Brad? There, I'm gonna put in the where is Brad? Where is Brad? Here we go. We're gonna put that in the where is Brad.
Space.
Yeah, there's where is Brad. Okay. So interstellar exploration. Hell divers. I need my hell divers in here talking about this. Because clearly it might spark interest for Brad, who's totally checked out with his illness, right? I need somebody to explain to me. Aside from the bugs, okay, I know the bugs have traveled through space with their spores, right? Or something like that. They're like doing shit like that, aren't they, guys? They're doing the, they travel by sending out spores or something to other planets. Isn't that how they do it? I think that's how they do it.
Is there lore about, like, the history of, like, humans in Helldivers? Like, hey, this is how they got to where they are right now. Or is it just like, here, just go shoot stuff, here's the game, go play?
No, there is, but I don't know all of it, so and I got distracted this week. Something like...
So how do they explore in Helldivers?
Well, we're more...
In the future history of Helldivers, how do they explore outer space?
They're less explorers and more like conquerors and taking shit.
Yeah, but at some point they didn't have military fleets everywhere. They had to start somewhere.
I know. Nobody's told me. Like, I think what happened is we came up with destroyers, right? I have a good question. If somebody was in here, if anybody's in here that remembers, because I'll look it up if I have to. I will back this shit up and I'll look it up. I will, but I'm under attack right now. I'll look it up because I know that that we did get a lot of our technology from the Illuminate.
So we cheated. Right?
Yeah, we cheated. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we weren't ready. Yeah. Because that's how we got our faster than light equipment, isn't it? Anybody in the chat? I lost everybody earlier. I'm so sorry. But when they come back, yeah, I should have talked about that sooner, and kept them interested. But I messed up. I'm going to have to ask. Okay, so I'm going to look. Okay. After the war. Okay. Over the cyborgs, Terminates, and Illuminate during the events of the first, Galactic War. It was discovered upon death about the oil, right? The triumph of Super Earth. So did we originally fight on Super Earth, guys? I think we did. I think we originally fought on Super Earth, but what does that mean? That they came to us first? I'm going to need help from that, and I think I lost everybody that could help me. But they'll come back. We just got to give them an hour, and they'll come back. Right, guys? You guys will come back. I can look it up. Okay.
Is there like a timeline for the Helldivers universe?
Ready to liberate.
Like 2150, Mars colonized, or fucking whatever.
Trying to find that.
There might be little bits of crumbs. Sometimes the writers just like skip all that shit. Go kill bugs. Oil and it's a first-person shooter. Don't
Ministry
worry
of
about that.
Expansion. It is responsible. Okay, Ministry of Expansion, which has been used to like get people off the planets that were going to explode recently, is an executive ministerial
That's nice,
department
isn't
of Super Earth. It is responsible for terraforming and resource extraction, as well as the expansion and management of Super Earth's colonies on planets all across the galaxy.
Yeah, so they would have an agency that has to explore shit.
Exactly.
Hey,
Colony
does that planet have
infrastructure.
resources we want to steal? Yep. Okay. So how do they do that?
The standardized colonial agricultural garrisons designed with the settler in mind, friendly and homely. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I need to find out what made them decide to do this. Hold on. Galactic Campaign. On March 24th, 2084, humanity made its first contact with extraterrestrial life, shortly after the first intergalactic war began. The war was between four factions: humanity, cyborgs, terminids, and the Illuminate. Cyborgs? Oh, that must be the bots. Each faction had its own reason for participating in the war. Humanity had its reasons for fighting each faction. While it's not known for how long the war went on, it did last around 40 years. Humanity and Super Earth coming out on top in the year 2124. Yeah, but how did we know they were there?
I like how we won the war. We don't know how long it lasted.
Well, because it continues on. It continues on. The game does repeat it. Yeah, war never ends. Exactly. War is hell and war never ends. I want to know how we travel, how we decided. When did we start?
How do you decide which systems to colonize or attempt to colonize?
Exactly.
That's the exploration part.
How did we decide? Story so far doesn't tell me.
But if the...
Ernesto says we did the invading first. Sorry about that. Okay, Ernesto coming through because I was dead in the chat. We did the invading first. Thank you so much. The Mystery of Truth wants us to believe that the Terminids did, but it was us. We got the bugs for oil. We use the bugs for oil. We use the bots for our metal needs, and the Illuminates for tech advances. Okay, so Ernesto, do you... That makes sense. Yeah, we're the bad guys. Ernesto, do you know...
Well, yeah.
Does the story of the Lord tell us how we actually... how Helldivers... Why... Like, we use our own ships, right? But what... How did we decide that we're in space? Is what I want to know.
I mean, if the story is that we kind of cheated with technology, we found a bunch of stuff, we didn't have to invent it on our own. It could also be that we cheated, like, hey, their computer database had a map of all these planets, so we don't have to bother exploring. We already know where to go.
Good point. Super Earth did what we currently cannot do: work together. Ernesto says. Oh, so they did what we could not do.
A lot of fiction does kind of suggest that if we encounter a hostile alien race, that will unify humanity.
Yep. Well, we also did something.
We got to kill those people instead. All right, they're right. Let's work together. Working together to not kill other things? Can't figure that out somehow.
Wait, but didn't we do that after we made much of the planet inhospitable? Remember? Or was that from the war? Yeah. Didn't we make part of the world inhospitable through nukes? Super Earth, Ernesto said, ultimately crushed all oppositions within itself, and then pursued space exploration. Coming through with the good stuff, Ernesto. Do you see what he said? It's to destroy each other.
World government. Sweet.
Yes, we're already halfway there. We're already working on that. What if secretly... Oh my God, what if Trump and them are the good guys because they are heading us toward the annihilation of us
could shut the fuck
as
up
a
with that shit.
society. No,
Maybe
but
Super
think
Earth is the
about
European
it.
Union. Maybe
Maybe,
it's the European
and think
Union.
about it. Think about it. I hate to tell you, but they're tyrannical and they're trying to make a new world order with this shit where they work with Russia and all the bad guys are going to totally obliterate most of us. And they're doing it, but they're also involved with space travel because of Elon. What if they're going to head us to the
You're
stars?
talking stupid.
No, I'm not. Because read it. Super Earth ultimately crushed all oppositions within itself and then pursued space exploration. What's trying to be done right now? Crush all oppositions?
Yeah, like we said, tyrannical government.
Exactly. What if tyrannical government is the way that we're going to have the space exploration that we want, unfortunately, and it's going to be Elysium enslaved?
Video game.
I know, but it's kind of happening in real life a little bit, isn't it? I don't mean to depress you, but I made him mad.
Some douchebags are trying to do like baby steps of that. Yeah,
Are-
it doesn't mean it's going to happen or that it's right.
See, he still has a hopeful spirit. I appreciate that. I appreciate his hope
I'm
and
more
wondrous
hopeful
eyes.
Then Orange Dickface is right, which is like, I think that's what he actually said.
Well, I don't even think he knows what's going on. I think he's just there for the hamburgers or something. But yeah. Okay, we got some more Helldivers lore coming in.
Thanks, Ernesto.
Yeah, Ernesto's helping me out big time here. Once we get to the point where we could travel far enough in space, then they figured out the bugs produced really good fossil fuel. They forced people to basically work on space advancements, he says, in the game. And due to the pressure of the Titans and the bugs terraforming the planets they live on, which causes the dead bodies of the bugs, much like dinosaurs, to turn to oil, that's why Super Earth tells us to crush the bugs. You're very welcome. Thank you, Ernesto. You're very welcome. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. Thank you, Ernesto. So space exploration compared to this game, we're doing it for exploitation and resources.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't say how. It's never mentioned. It hasn't been.
We
mentioned
have
how
our
that's
ships.
done.
Well, we do have our ships. We have our destroyer ships.
But the way it started
With
is
FTL.
aliens showed up and we stole their shit.
I don't
How
know.
did it
See,
start?
I need to know. I know. That's what I want to know. I want to know that too.
It'd
I
be
don't
like
know
if we're
how to
talking about the
forget.
history of flight, and you're just like, well, we have airplanes, so we're flying. It's like, yeah, that doesn't
I
explain how.
know.
it
I
was
know.
made.
I don't know.
Well,
I
then
don't
work
know.
on that instead
You're
of
like-
talking about George Takei.
Helldivers. Oh, Helldivers. How did we start
Where did it all begin?
flying in space? In the Helldivers universe, humanity's foray into space began in 2084, driven by curiosity about the stars, but soon faced the harsh reality of a cosmic struggle for survival after initial peaceful contacts with alien species turned dangerous.
Where was first contact? Does it say that?
2084 ventured into space. Peaceful encounters turned hostile. The initial contacts with alien species were peaceful, but soon Super Earth realized the potential danger of communicating with these creatures, leading to the start of a galactic war in the 2040s.
Truth bullshit. That's the Ministry of Truth bullshit.
Yeah. And the universe became a battleground for survival.
Fuck you, they're all evil.
Yeah.
The government said.
Yeah, we are deployed in hit and run elite operations similar to paratroopers, yeah. Permanent spores are...
Does it say where it happened?
No.
Because the first contact happened in the solar system, we never even fucking figured it out. And we let some grown-ups show up and we stole their shit. That's how we figured it out.
But we know how Terminids get through space. They're interstellar travel throughout the galaxy through spores, possibly launched into space during meteor strikes on bug-inhabited worlds. And they also have spores. Yeah, space dandelions. Oh my god, space dandelions. Oh my god, bugs are space dandelions.
Little spores float through space.
Yeah. I have totally failed this mission, haven't I? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. People are definitely not watching for my gameplay. I'm so sorry. I did better looking at the map than trying to play. That's interesting. I know they use FTL, so faster than light, for their
You
jumps,
have to.
right?
You have to.
So
A
then
game like
that's what
that, you
they
have to.
decide. That's what they decided to do. So they must have built that, and like Ernesto said, I guess they worked on that to make sure that they had the technology. Unlike, I brought all the wrong shit. That's not my sentry. This is not my beautiful wife. Arafin has the automaton side for the story. Well, what's his story for the automatons? Like, you can share that in the chat if you want the link, but I can't watch it. But if you could give me a rundown, because I'm trying to help over here. I'm trying to mix up. I should have been more prepared. I'm telling you, probably will take us 6, 7, 8 episodes to get our shit together. I'm so sorry. Or we should have like a pre. I know you like it on the fly, but maybe a pre. Look, words. A prep day. You know what I mean? Where we're more like,
Less distracted might help too, though.
I know, but look, automatons are originally, says Ernesto, a detachment of former Helldivers that turned rogue and realized that Super Earth was too far to control them, so they formed their own faction. Oh,
Holy shit!
yeah,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
colonies. They're like, fuck you. You're way too far away to domineer us, and
We're gonna
you
become
don't
our
get
own
us.
shit.
You don't
Yeah.
even know us,
You
man.
don't understand us, and then they got kind of dark and they used hell divers and skulls and stuff on their armor and stuff, so it got pretty dark.
Yeah.
With Super Earth now turned on the detachment of the rogues, they realized they needed enhancements. Yeah, once we
Hits.
yeah enhancements that turn them into cyborgs. Look at all the supplies I've dropped everywhere, and I haven't done my. I'm sorry. I cannot multitask. I'm so sorry.
I like that little lore dive. That was kind of neat.
Right? See?
A
You're
whole,
not still
a whole
helping with the
faction.
lore.
A whole
Yeah.
faction is just like
Fuck
you
you
just retired
guys.
of your fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They rose up, and then they're brutal to fight, though, but could you blame them? Like, I mean, she says democratically.
They're the real good guys.
Right? Although it is scary to see, like, the skulls of people on. I'm just
No,
saying.
leave them alone then.
Oh, hey! He said to leave them alone. Then the cyborgs created the automatons to deal with further Helldiver invasions, and that's what we fight today. Oh, got you. Yeah, didn't the cyborgs try to come to an agreement with Super Earth? And Super Earth was like, yeah, okay. And then Super Earth betrayed them?
That sounds like something Super Earth would do.
Yeah, right? I mean, it does, doesn't it? It does. Okay, so back to interstellar exploration. I want to know what thoughts you had when you were thinking about this all week as you looked forward to it with great amazement and wonder and delight. The things you were excited to tell me about. The things you couldn't wait to tell me. You know? When you thought about it every day. No? No, Brad? That's not what happened?
What? No, well, I've mentioned it several times, and then
Well,
there's not
mention
much
it
to go on
again.
because there's not much to go on because it's still in its extreme infancy. We haven't really done a whole lot. Build telescope, look into space. Huh? Okay.
Well, then why did we go with this topic already when that's about it? We're like, well, okay, guys, this episode's 5 minutes.
If we're not talking about other random shit, then we can embellish upon it. And
well, please embellish. I want to hear you embellish, please, pretty please, with the hulls on top, please, please. Does spanking happen on other podcasts? Asking for a friend. That friend is me. Oh shit. Shit. He goes absolutely quiet on me there. Oh, I got the package. Oh, it just goes in here. He went quiet. Why'd he go quiet? I kind of miss your angry typing. We're here for angry typing too, so I don't know what you're doing, but
That's true. I didn't do any typing today. I'm
yeah,
not.
like you could be helping out here, mister. This ain't a one person operation here. Ernesto's typing. I need to hear some
Thanks,
type.
Ernesto.
Yeah, thank you, Ernesto. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And the thumbnail you made. Oh my gosh. I mean, I had to use Grumpy Brad PSN, but I'm sure he'll like come through with an emoji someday. You know, or unless you're okay with that
My
one,
emoji
Brad.
is the red one with the swearing thing on its face. It's the swearing
Really?
emoji.
Wait, you made one? It is? No, I meant the Bitmoji. The Bitmoji. Um, what'd I do here? I tried, man. I know. The cyborgs did try, but at the end of the day, there's human brains controlling the automaton legion. Humanity never surprises me. Yep. Yep. I have
Oh
such
yeah,
good
that's
stuff
like
for the end of the stream. You won't even believe it.
cyborg. Yeah, cyborgs are not just machines. They're living things integrated with machines.
Cyborgs are people too. No,
Remember
is
when
that
they
what we're
showed
doing?
robots and Terminators? Your fucking machine is like cybernetic organism. Terminator's a cyborg.
Right?
Then he repeatedly, highlights, not highlights, but like reminds them that it's different.
Oh, where do I go out? Right here. Oh, we get to hear angry coffee sounds. Are you making coffee?
Yeah.
I got real excited about that. Oh my gosh, a memories flashback. Okay, listen carefully, guys. No, don't mute it, please. Or else I'm gonna think it was a special thing just for me. You can't let me think it's an intimate act. We need to hear the coffee, please. Or
No,
else
you
I
gotta
get the
join
wrong
Patreon.
idea.
You gotta join Patreon for that. You can't just give that shit away for free.
Oh wait, so you are saying it was special that I got to hear you make coffee? Ooh, ooh, ooh! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bag's empty.
He's gonna have to make the coffee sounds just so he can put me down there. He's gonna have to. I've put him in a conundrum. Either the
What?
coffee was special, either the coffee sounds were special, or they weren't. You know, he's gonna
I'm
have to.
subconscious about making noise on
No,
mic.
we need to hear you make that noise. Oh my god, please. That's what people need. They need the noise. Are you kidding me? They're not here for the silence. Special coffee sounds for $3.99 a month. Pay the man. I'll
See, here's
pay.
the right idea.
I'll pay him I'll pay him. Okay, don't worry. Wait, should I link my buy? This is a perfect time for me to link my buy me a coffee. Hold up. Hold up.
Speaking
Oh
of
my
paying people for
god.
coffee,
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of paying people for coffee.
it's not my first day on the internet. Come on.
Hold on. Wait. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Like coffee sounds? Subscribe for more coffee sounds.
If you want to hear more
We're
coffee.
on our way to 1 million subs. Woo!
Right? Can you imagine? I definitely have to give you a cut of the coffee money for sure. If you ended up if I get a coffee donation because of you making coffee sounds, I would be a horrible person if I didn't share. I'm just saying, and I'm not a horrible person.
Not
So
necessarily.
so here we're gonna give those right there. But buy me. No, that doesn't work. That didn't work at all, guys. I gotta do it one by one. Hold on. We're gonna do it like that. Here's buy me a coffee. Nope, that's not it either, guys. Hold on. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hold on. We're gonna do buy me a coffee. If you want to hear more coffee sounds from Brad, bye. Girls got girls got a. I'm so sorry, guys. Loses 5 subscribers. There we go. Um, buy me a coffee. Or if you want me to be able to directly be able to send money to him, I would suggest this one too. This one would be helpful. What is this? There you go. That's me being awkward, but there you go. I am so not good at that. What are we doing here? Oh, I'm doing a mission, guys. I'm probably not going to be able to save them. I do wish we'd heard your coffee sound, so I'm not going to lie. It is pretty fun. It's like the angriest, but not angry, like Krieger sounds. What is it? Is it Keurig sounds? Krieger is a different thing. What's a car in GTA? We got off topic.
Coffee's never off topic.
Coffee's always on topic. I agree. Aw, thank you for that, Ernesto. Special coffee sounds for $3.99. No, his coffee sounds probably are higher than that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're really good coffee sounds.
High quality coffee sounds.
High quality coffee sounds. Gosh, and if we ever got him like a bean thing and oh my god,
Bean thing, like a beanie?
no. What is that called? Where you grind your own beans? A bean grinder. Where you grind your own beans. Like bean grinding would be like
I had a
top
coffee
tier.
grinder, but it wasn't for beans.
Oh, well, what was it for?
Weed.
Oh, okay, okay, weed. That makes sense. Makes sense.
That's old me though. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, he's changed, man. No, he had to change. That sucks. Sucks when you have to do it. It's not your choice. Oh, that link didn't
It's
work.
for the better.
Probably, especially with what happened to you. I was
Health and financial reasons.
Yeah. Aw.
Don't do that. You're gonna die. It's like, valid argument.
Valid argument. Yeah, people probably don't even know that that's a thing. I'm gonna lose everybody by doing that, but there you go. I did it. I feel very self-conscious promoting those, but they are on my page, and it's nice of you guys, and I appreciate anybody who's helped. There you go. Though I will not perform extra dances for it. I just hope you guys appreciate what we're trying to do. You're gonna get some sleep? Yeah. I appreciate you and Ernesto being part of this. We're probably going to get into the best parts of the convo once everybody's gone and we finally have like we're slow tonight, and that's my fault. Like, I can't wait to talk about space news, honestly. How late is it? Oh, we got lots of time. It's not even 9. It's 10 to 9. We didn't even get warmed up. But thank you, Ernesto. We're going to be talking about space news later. I actually did take notes for that. There are some things I'm pretty excited about that have happened. But for this one, I was really hoping you would lead. But I guess you're right. There's not much further you can go than to
It's a lot
say...
of speculation.
Well, I wanted to hear your speculations about it, like your theories. Like, I think some of the news for this week have a lot to do with what we'll be facing when we get out there, when we do it.
Yeah. Challenges about, like, actually going to space.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Then does it make sense to really talk about colonization next week if we're still like, well, theories?
Well, the first thing is explore space so you know
Well,
where to go. And
where
things
would
like
you
that.
go? Where would you want to go in space? If you could go anywhere. If you think we should go... We already know the moon. We already know Mars.
Yeah, first thing the moon, then Mars.
Where should we want to go?
Then we got to go asteroid belt for all those sweet metals that are there.
Oh, yeah, because those would help... What if some of those metals are what we would need for advancing our space technology?
Yeah.
You're like, duh. No, but I'm like all excited about my contribution there, and you're like, yeah, duh. But it could be.
We have to go out.
To find
Like
that
Mercury's another one.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go to Mercury to, like, for mining, but also for energy because it's so close to the sun. So you just like build
fuel scoop.
essentially advanced versions of solar farms on the side that faces the sun, and then use that to power mining, and then there you go. You have a mining
Uh-huh.
op on Mercury.
Mm. You think that's what we'll do then? Is that then okay? So
Maybe eventually.
theoretically, what
But then
steps
there's
do you think we're going to make then? What steps, if
step
you
one
could think?
Moon, step two
Step,
Mars, step
they're
three
skipping the moon.
asteroid field.
Are we at a disadvantage if they're skipping the moon again? If they're just so focused on Mars?
Well, the Mars thing is political.
Right.
It's
Right.
yeah, let's get the first human on Mars, and yeah, woo! That's like a
That's a dick move. Like
that's a
they just want to.
no,
Yeah.
it's like a clickbait thing. It's like if
Yeah.
you realistically want to explore and colonize space, you have to go to the moon first because it just makes more sense to, and also orbit. Even having more stuff, more space stations in orbit, and not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But there's too many challenges that we know we have to deal with first. Like, hey, what about all the debris and stuff that's up there that would hit and destroy
Yes.
space stations? We'll just fly past it then. Fuck it. Okay, well you have to deal with it eventually.
Oh my god, I did the thing.
Dropping a pin.
I actually did the
But
thing.
probes are on the moon and Mars right now doing things like where would be the good place to build a base. So that's the first step of exploring space.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's other totally different installations on Earth, like telescopes in orbit, probes going to other planets, or like Voyager flying into interstellar space, figuring out other things that we will need to know at some point.
Huh?
Even if it's just figuring out how, the grand unified theory and stuff like that. That's going to be something we're going
What's
to have
that?
to advance our knowledge in physics
What's
and
that?
chemistry and science.
What's that theory thing? What are you
Grand
talking about?
unified theory?
Yeah.
How a lot of physics the math for physics isn't the same math that works at really tiny, quantum scale. That's a problem we solved and figured out. So, maybe even if we had the engineering to build faster light travel, maybe we don't have the math to figure out how to do it because we haven't figured out the physics yet.
Yeah, physics is an issue. I say as if I know, but it is.
It's like, okay, so you have to cut, analogously, it would be like handing over the tools to make atomic weapons to cavemen. It doesn't mean they know how to do it, even if they have the tools and all the materials they would need.
Mm.
So we don't have the knowledge and the skill to explore and colonize space yet.
Which is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because a lot of us would kind of like to see where we could go,
Because at some point in all of our past, before we were walking around and had jobs and stuff, we were stupid infants drooling all over the place and bumping into shit. That's we're not even there yet as far as exploring space.
But we're so fucking interested in it. And not just because we want to get off this planet, but...
That's an entire another thing. The whole...
motivations for going to
ruining the
space.
planet, we want to get away from stuff.
We all want to avoid our
Or we'll
problems.
get cast off to do... Because those are two different science fiction... One is Earth is totally polluted and the rich leave, or another is the rich cast off the poor and fix and keep Earth for themselves. Those are two totally different directions, but it's the same kind of people into space scenario.
What's the movie where they send people into space? Is that kind of like, Aliens has done that to terraform, but then, but no, I mean where they send the poor, but Elysian, they keep the poor on Earth. And I don't know which movie it is where they put the poor into space, except for Aliens films where they put the workers into space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to watch more movies, clearly.
I think.
Oh, Buddy Bunker with no buddy.
Remember, Total Recall.
Oh yeah, but was that a simulation or not?
Okay, so what? So, initially, we have to say, the Total Recall that was from the '80s.
Yes.
I don't think the book has Mars in it. I think the modern Total Recall was, I think Colin Farrell's in it. where it's like it's all
Yeah.
on Earth. I think
It was
that's more
good.
true to the book. I like that. It was
Yeah, I
visually
like
fucking
both.
sweet too.
I
But
like
the 80s
both.
Total Recall, I don't remember if the Mars was
It was supposed to be
like just
possibly
the
real.
elite or just
No, there was
like average
there
people
was
working and shit.
average people and stuff. There was
Okay,
average
so there's
people.
maybe like that's an
There was
example.
just
Hey,
tourism travel though, as well.
but that's to
It
promote
was like
income.
it was like
Hey, here's 300,000 people on Mars slaving away, working like shit, low-income jobs. And then, well, while we have stuff on Mars, hey, rich people, you want to go to Mars? We'll charge you fucking millions of dollars to go do it. And make some money that way, too.
Fire in the hole.
oh
The asteroid belt will totally be like that. Or we just
Injury? What injury?
send people to go work.
what is that, by the way? Tell me about that.
What?
The gasteroid belt?
The asteroid belt.
Asteroid, okay. So I'm like, what's a gasteroid belt? Hearing, I'm sorry. Gasteroid belt.
There's huge amounts of minerals and stuff out there. That's like, it's already smashed into lots of little pieces. You don't even have to do a lot of the hard work. The hard part is getting there and getting it back.
Do we want to mine that? Is that what that's about? Or what? What is that about? Asteroid belt.
eventually.
What's that about? We're just kidding. Another hard-hitting topics over here. I'm sorry.
Another idea is just like, instead of having to build a ship, just go find a reasonably sized asteroid, scoop out the middle, and stick rockets on it, and then that's your ship.
Oh yeah,
You already
like
have
what they're
lots of
probably doing with the black
materials on it.
hole. The Meridian black hole
Fire in the hole.
in the game.
I mean, that's an insanely more advanced analogy to that. Yeah, maybe. But lots of sci-fi touches on that. It's like, okay, well, we wouldn't have to figure out resources because we would mine it, and that's how we would build things. The many, many, many layers of rock would protect us from cosmic radiation. So that's kind of don't so much.
That seems to be a real concern, eh?
That's the big thing.
It's radiation.
Because even probes on Mars and other planets with a low, like, magnetosphere are susceptible to stuff like that. Okay, some solar flare could wipe out, all the technology on Earth, if, like, at any basic point. The sun has a fucking shit fit. Psst. Back to the 1700s with everybody. There you go. Take that.
Right? And then we don't have the technology at all.
We'd have a 9-minute warning if that happened.
Oh, and then we never talk
Heads
again. That'd be goodbye forever. Oh well. Probably wouldn't even get to say goodbye. That's kind of sad. Thanks for depressing me. That's great. we wouldn't even say goodbye.
Asteroid.
Oh. That's nice to know, you know? It's nice to know. Looking forward to that. What would I do in those last 9 minutes, I wonder? I bet you a lot of people would just masturbate. Be the last time. Just saying. Not to be rude, but what else are you gonna do? I'm just saying, it's a thing, right?
Wouldn't you be, like, downloading stuff? Because you could just do that later.
Oh, oh, you could. I don't know. Like, I guess so.
Quick, print all the porn. Because we're going to lose all our computer data.
Is that what people would do? We don't print
know.
porn anymore, do we? Wait.
Well, if we
look.
have no electricity, you're kind of fucked then.
Then I guess people will have to go out there and
brought
get
us
real
down this
life
road.
partners again. That's what people would have to do. Imagine that. It would actually be the best thing to happen to anyone.
Exploration and shit.
Nobody's watching anyway at this point. I'm curious. I just feel like I don't know where to go with it because everything I've looked up about it is stuff that it's
Is AI
mostly
spitting
about.
out a single sentence going like, oh,
No, it's interstellar travel. And interstellar travel,
maybe? That's not what you looked up, though. I thought you looked up interstellar exploration.
I looked up the wrong thing, as I told you. No, I do have notes about interstellar. Okay. But my stuff is about notes. So I can't share those. Those are for the end of the stream. Which I guess we'll do in, like, I don't know. We could do now, but I was hoping you'd give me more about interstellar exploration. Like you're the smart advance.
I feel
I'm
like I've
just
been talking about that already.
I know. Oh wait, am I going? Oh wait, the ship is here.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. Didn't we have an interstellar visitor? What the fuck is this? Oh, that was in 2017.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Are we there yet? No, seriously, this trip is going to take a while. We've been over that. Interstellar space is often called the space between the stars. Oh, that's kind of poetic. But it's the region between our sun's heliosphere and the astrospheres of other stars. And heliosphere was mentioned by someone in the chat earlier, but we didn't expand upon that, which was unfortunate. That was probably an opportunity.
That's where Voyager is right now. Voyager 2, anyway.
The heliosphere is a vast bubble of plasma, a gas of charged particles that spews out of the sun.
Yeah.
The outflow is known as the solar wind.
The sun's constantly spitting out radiation and stuff, and pressure, which is an expanding bubble that pushes against the rest of space.
Both Voyagers.
This is like way past the Oort cloud, the Kuiper belt, stuff like that. It's like don't even you can't even see the planets anymore. They're fucking way in the rearview mirror.
Voyager spacecrafts had to travel more than 11 billion miles from the sun in order to cross the edge of the heliosphere. The bubble is moving through interstellar space as the sun orbits the center of the Milky Way galaxy. As our heliosphere plows through space, it creates a bow wave, like the wave formed by the bow of a ship. Is that where they got the idea of having a ship sail for possible exploration of space? Or travel in space?
They're both related to radiation pressure. That's why they call it the solar wind. It's analogous to wind. It's pressure pushing on things.
Gotcha. Okay. Are we there yet? No. This is from NASA, by the way, guys. Since warp drive is still a fantasy, getting to interstellar space takes a really long time at present. The first spacecraft to make it, Voyager 1, was about 122 astronomical units from the sun when it exited the heliosphere and entered interstellar space. It launched from Florida in 1977 and entered interstellar space in 2012? That's a 35-year trip? Voyager 1 didn't make a beeline for interstellar space. It took the scenic route and toured Jupiter and Saturn first. Voyager 2, traveling slower than Voyager 1, also toured Uranus and Neptune and took 41 years to reach interstellar space. Are there people on those, or are they just probes? What are they?
I mean, if there was people on them, they'd be totally dead. So no.
Unless it's like Interstellar, where their age, they don't age. So there was no people there.
That's not accurate. Yeah, no, there's no people on Voyager. There's no way there would.
Well, now I'm kind of sad, and it's been sending us images.
The Voyager probes were designed to explore the outer planets. It's part of the Grand Tour. They were deliberately designed to explore more than one of the gas giants. Like, hey, if we can get them to. You have to wait for the orbits to line up.
So is our goal really to be able to get
and then just
people...
the fact that we fired stuff out there was like, hey, they're going to keep traveling into interstellar space. If they still work, which they did. Because I think they were still sending data back about, I don't remember what kind of specific instruments, but they were sending information back, and it's just takes a really long time for us to get here.
Well, I want to know, it's the goal then, obviously, is that we would get to the point where we send people that do that interstellar space travel. If they could send the crafts out there, so then The reason why they didn't send people out there or won't anytime soon is
We don't
because
know
of the
how to do that.
concerns.
They
They
won't
can
live.
send the crafts out there, so it's about the people, how they would stay. Like, we don't have Cairo or anything like that to get them to stay alive through there. We don't have a generational ship made.
There's a whole bunch of different reasons why we're not doing that. It doesn't make sense. Why would we send people out there? Hey, who wants to be on a one-way trip?
Why not? Life is a one-way trip.
Yeah, that's kind of irrelevant to what we're talking about.
Not really.
The other thing is, it'd be way too big and expensive. If all you want to do is send a probe out to get information, you don't need to put a person in it, because then it doesn't have to be big enough to support a human living as long as it would take to get out there.
Well, that's why we have to get advancements in science and
That's
in
the huge expense,
technology.
is keeping people alive.
There are no more photos of after Voyager 1 took photos in 1990 because blah, 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 save energy, blah, 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 blah.
That sounds informative. Let's just skip over entire paragraphs of stuff.
Well, because you get bored if I read paragraphs. Didn't we have an interstellar visitor? What is this? An intriguing object zipped through our solar system in late 2017. It was on a steep trajectory that told scientists it wasn't from around here. They determined it was from interstellar space, the first confirmed object from another solar system to visit our solar system. They called it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning visitor from afar arriving first. They found it difficult to say what it was. Do you know about this?
I feel like I remember hearing about it.
It was estimated to be about half a mile long. Astronomers had never seen a natural object with such extreme proportions in the solar system before. This is off NASA site. It was last detected traveling away from the sun at about 196,000 miles per hour on its way back to interstellar space. After January 2018, it was no longer visible to telescopes, even in space.
I mean, our telescopes kind of suck, but yeah.
So it was here, and then it took off in 2017 or 18. What was it?
Yeah.
In 2017, I moved back to Toronto. Wow. Coincidence? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Huh. So the vehicles, okay, so spacecraft that have gone there is only Voyager 1 and 2.
Yep.
The New Horizons probe, they explored Pluto and the Kuiper belt, you say that, belt object.
Yep.
Kuiper, named Aerokoth, I don't know. It's also headed toward interstellar space, generally in the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. NASA's Pioneer 10 and 11 have both stopped functioning, but they are coasting into
Pioneer 10, that's right.
They don't work anymore? They're coasting into... Oh. No, what?
Their batteries died.
Aww. They are coasting... Oh, that sucks. They're coasting into interstellar space as ghost ships. Gustavus. They're ghost ships. They're heading toward the red star Aldebaran in the constellation Taurus. Pioneer 11 is traveling toward the center of the galaxy in the direction of Sagittarius. So they're ghost ships that will just arrive somewhere and be like, hey, what it takes. War. Yeah, that'll be great. They'll be like, what are you doing?
Sorry,
good morning, Alexander.
We just shot stuff into space and it smacked into your planet.
Right? Good morning, Oops. Alexander. We are just having a chill session where I'm frustrating Brad a little because I wasn't prepared enough, and that's my fault. I'm not frustrating. I just found the questions. Okay. So, to go to interstellar space, a probe needs to be launched into a specific orbit, and by a rocket powerful enough to give it the velocity to break free of the sun's gravity. Even using our biggest rockets, some probes need a boost.
Yep.
So, we're just not there. Voyager 1 and 2.
That's why if you see, like animations of, hey, this is the path that like Voyager 1 took to leave the solar system. It's not just a straight line. It keeps slingshotting around planets.
Oh.
They get gravity assisted.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you just read, like even our most powerful rockets have a really hard time getting anything anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So we're fucked still.
No, we're just infants. We have to develop more technology, more science, more like social maturity.
There are no current NASA plans to send new spacecraft to interstellar space, but researchers are exploring a variety of ideas and concepts for what might be possible scientifically valuable. There are two NASA satellites
that's
designed to
NASA in a
study
nutshell.
interstellar
Hey, we don't have
space.
money to do anything, but we're working on it.
Right?
Says every space agency ever.
Sending down sentry.
Right. Except for the billionaires. They're preparing to launch the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe, IMAP, in 2025. The spacecraft will be positioned about 1 million miles away from the Earth toward the Sun at what is called the first Lagrange point, or L1. What's that? It will help researchers better understand the boundary of the heliosphere. What is that?
The Grange points are...
I'm stuck.
Are gravitational... like neutral areas around orbiting bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 5.
Oh.
So it's like the Earth orbits the Sun, and there's one point opposite the Earth. There's one ahead of the Earth in its orbit. There's one behind Earth in its orbit.
Oh my god, I killed myself.
The moon orbiting the Earth does that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good places for observatories and space stations, because they won't be left behind. They won't be pulled towards the Earth or the Sun. They'll kind of just follow the Earth around, which is where we need it to communicate with us. A lot of asteroids normally hang out there.
They just chill.
If you've seen the term Trojan asteroids, they hang out in the Grange points.
It's much more challenging to play this game when I'm trying to hear you. Just so you know. It's different than looking at a galactic map. Just so you know, it didn't make it easier. Now I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
200 meters.
Whether I should just... I think Elite Dangerous might be better even if there aren't... Because at least I could space to you, you know?
Requesting orbital.
Does that make sense?
Tagging map, southwest, 200
No?
meters.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
the community plays Helldivers though.
They do, but if I'm not engaged enough or something, or I was just off tonight, they aren't as engaged, right? I messed up. Either I messed up when I went to Elite Dangerous, or I messed up doing this today when I had a grumpy day. I messed up somehow. I could have done better. I'm really hard on myself right now. I could have done this better. I do have some good notes, though, about the news in this past month, the week, I mean. I do have some good space news I want your feedback on. I didn't know if you'd also... We could do that? I think I will leave after I'm done this mission. I want to help them first. But there's some stuff I want your feedback on, or if you've heard about it. You know what I mean? I'll do better. I think, though, more planning should happen somehow. And then, I know we want to do off the cuff, but I think it would be still helpful. I love these samples right here. Just so you know. These samples are great. Where did you make it? Did you make it back to the bubble already?
Dropping a
No.
Northeast. Close.
Good. I'd be so embarrassed if you made it to the bubble first.
Democracy
Is
delivered.
that my thing right there? Oh my god. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good to
Tagging
go.
map. Northeast. 50 meters.
Yeah. Okay. I can mention one and see if you heard about it. Two different teams of astronomers detected oxygen in the most distant known galaxy, reported in two separate studies.
Nope, didn't hear about that.
Oh my. I'll tell you about
That's
it
that.
later. Mm.
Squid outpost spotted.
Yeah. The discovery was made possible thanks to something, the ALMA, in which the year. Okay, nobody cares. It was a record-breaking detection. Okay, it
I
was
mean, I think
found.
some of the news is kind of funny because it's like it
Oh,
only makes sense for there to be other. Like, what do we think? Oxygen is only on Earth?
I guess some people do. I guess some people do. But this is the thing.
It's
It,
record
it
breaking because we
is
haven't
it,
found it
it is the
before, but
most distant confirmed
it's
galaxy
obvious that
ever found. It is so far away. Its light took 13.4 billion years to reach us, meaning it was when the universe was less than 300 million years old, about 2% of its present age. The new oxygen detection, a telescope array in Chile's desert, suggests the galaxy is much more chemically mature than expected. It's like finding an adolescent when you could only expect babies. The results showed the galaxy has formed very rapidly and is also maturing rapidly, adding to a growing body of evidence that the formation of galaxies happens much faster than was expected.
or we're interpreting that the wrong way, and it's not really young. It's some other kind of
Requesting
like the fact that it's really far away and it's really really old might be like it's actually not that old, so it had more time to mature, and it's actually a lot farther away than we think.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist.
No, we know so little about it. It's like that's a hypothesis,
It's true,
and they
but
use a lot of terms like based on our current understanding of the universe and physics. It's like yeah, because we don't have the complete picture yet. We don't know.
mhm, mhm. So you're like oxygen found in another galaxy that's really super old, boring. Next. Okay, I got
No,
more
it's
for
not.
you. Don't worry. I got more for you. Don't worry. I got more for you.
Didn't say any of that. Sure.
How about a
I'm
nice
just
cup of
kidding. I'm just
champagne?
kidding. I'm just saying. Wait, wait.
Calling down a sentry.
No, fair,
I just
fair
like
though.
just the language they use is just funny to me because
Well, they're just trying to do
it's like
their
wow,
best.
we've only ever thought about
Package
black and white, and
deployed.
then we saw red for the first time. Whoa! It's like, well, yeah, maybe you don't have a limited perspective, and you might be able to think of other ideas. Newsflash.
Right, right. But these are scientists, so you don't have to be. They're not the bad guys. They're doing science stuff while they still can. You know, they're trying their best.
Engaging terminal.
They're trying their best. They're scientists. I promise.
Yeah,
I promise.
I
I went to like
all right, calm
science and
down.
stuff. Come down, come down. I mean, they're fine. You're right though.
It's
Good
like if you're
morning,
naive,
Allison.
you shouldn't be arrogant about it. That's what it's like.
Making
Yeah,
progress.
true. So that was something. Now I already kind of mentioned this. SpaceX and other companies plan to launch tens of thousands of satellites, which could mar astronomical observations and pollute the atmosphere. It's harming astronomy, and researchers are fighting back. Because the problem for scientists is that satellites interfere with ground-based astronomical observations by creating bright streaks on images and electromagnetic interference with radio telescopes. The satellite boom also poses other threats, including adding pollution to the atmosphere. I can't wait till we talk about space pollution. Honestly, like outer space pollution. I'm just saying.
Dropping a pin.
What do you
I
think
mean,
of
it's a
that?
legitimate concern.
What do you think? Yeah, like all that space junk. Oh my God, let's talk space junk is what I'm gonna call it. I swear, I just can't wait. Because that's a concern of mine already. Like, we've already had, what, stuff happening that's just floating in our orbit? Like,
Stuff gets hit all the fucking time.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because of all the stuff we keep throwing up there. And I know we need those satellites up there for our communications and stuff, but we
It's
haven't
like any
really...
other stupid shit we throw away, though. The fact that it's like, okay, it's lifespan, and just leave it up there. It's like, okay, well, now
Yeah,
you have a missile going 20,000 miles an hour, and you want to put,
exactly.
other satellites to communicate, or for GPS,
Hmm.
or for imaging, or space stations. I know they're all at different altitudes, but it's the fact that it's up there, and it's like, yeah, whatever.
We haven't really figured out a way to, like, clean that shit up. It's like we don't even care, which is obvious from the way we treat Earth, but that's gonna be a problem someday, is it not? Like, isn't it already a problem?
It's like a lot of problems. It might be like 30% we don't know how, and 70% we don't give a shit. So even if we do start being like, oh man, so we got to tackle these issues, we're like, oh fuck, it's an insurmountable problem. Whatever, next. It's what football.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
don't
I
worry
don't know
about it.
anything about football.
Let the next generation worry about it.
About football? No. Like, I don't,
No,
is the next generation worried about football? I don't know much about football, but
it's not even what I'm talking about.
I know. Can you clarify, please? Because I'm... What? You lost me for a
We're just
minute.
going to distract ourselves with fucking whatever, except for actually solving the fucking problem.
Oh,
Because we're
got you,
stupid
got
humans.
you. Oh, I got you. We were just the distraction. The distraction was football. I'm sorry.
Climate change,
I'm
world peace.
sorry.
I don't know. Let's see what's on TV.
Well, we're technically on TV now. Look at that. So,
Circle's complete.
yeah, it's complete. Exactly. Oh my god, I gotta kill this guy before he kills me. So literally, yeah, I can't.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
Oh, the guy's using the new gun.
My life for super art! Requesting sentry. Engaging terminal.
Well, that's that. That
More space news. More space news.
I have better space news. I'm getting there. Space tornadoes. Did you hear about space tornado?
I got
No.
the terminal.
Oh my gosh. Look, I'm telling you, I think next week you should look at some space news that you want to mention so that we can both compare our space news and see who has better space news. I'm just saying.
No.
No? You don't want to do that?
Who has
I'm
better
just...
space news? There's no such
Yeah.
thing as better news. It's information.
Okay, well,
Everybody wins.
better. We all win? Okay, okay. I just think you could come out, you could find better, you could notice better stuff than me. I'm dead. Okay.
That's that
Astronomers...
satellite that hit Mars and fell over.
Yeah, like that was last week. That was so last week, Brad, but you could tell us about that again. I'm curious. Because that
What we
seems
didn't
to
talk
be
about.
really... We should talk about it now because we're in the space news part. I would love to hear more about that because that's been in your fields, and I need to hear how you feel about Wally. I mean, the rover. Please tell me. Go quick, please.
What?
Please. Tell me more about it, please. We're
Well, you're
here.
asking about space news. That's what I remember reading about.
Well,
It's a probe
please
that
tell us about it.
landed,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically landed in a crater to explore it, but it landed sideways, so its solar panels couldn't deploy properly, and its battery died. The end.
Sad rover. Just think of it laying there on its side forever. It
I've
had so
fallen
many
and I can't get up.
possibilities. Exactly. It told its family, I'm going to space! I'm gonna make you proud! And it gets there and instantly falls over.
Yeah, space fail army video coming up. That thing.
That's so sad.
Tagging map.
Tell me that isn't sad everywhere.
Honestly though, it is an achievement for a private company to send that up there.
Calling down a sentry.
It is? Why? Because they're the first one to have a space rover fall down?
I don't know, how many probes did you send to space today?
Thought we wouldn't talk about our personal lives. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
Objective completed.
When's Coca-Cola and Pepsi going to put the first vending machine on the moon?
Oh,
Huh?
I don't even
When's that
know.
gonna
Are they
happen?
still relevant? I don't know if they're relevant. I'm sorry. I said it. I said, are they even relevant anymore, bro? Are they even relevant? Are they, though? Are they?
I'm going to assume that's a rhetorical question.
What, you think space and Pepsi are even relevant anymore? I don't. I don't know much about them anymore. Just saying. I don't think the wars of space and that. I think coffee won. I'm
Oh,
just
the
saying.
Cold War's expanded to space.
I don't think they would be in space now. I think it'd be coffee. If it's even a thing. Coffee, like Starbucks would be in space. I think it changed. Like, I think of coffee before I think of
Oh yeah, Coca-Cola,
pop
Pepsi, they
now.
don't make any money anymore. You're right. Totally broke.
No,
I think
they're
they went
not so.
bankrupt, actually.
They wouldn't even. But I would. Okay, I'm gonna Google how much money they're making these days. Is Coke still making money? Yeah. Strong revenue, driven by rising demand. So, okay, fuck that. Nobody cares. That was a stupid sidetrack. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Not the stupidest thing covered tonight, although.
Well, you know. And who do we blame for that? I blame your cold, personally. I don't know. I think our sidetrack of Shatner and what's his face is I don't know
What's his
George's
face? You sound like Shatner now. Oh yeah, that other guy that I work with. He's not a superstar like me. Give me George Takei.
Yeah, George Takei. Well, it sounds kind of badass when you say it like that. George Takei. Man, that gave him like that upped his cool level when you said it like that. I'm just saying, George Takei. Wow. Just saying. Okay, I got more. I got more where that came from since you're not giving tonight. Since you're sick or whatever. Hold on. I got something. I got something. I got something. That guy is really hovering slowly over there. Okay.
Yes.
Astronomers discover space tornadoes around the Milky Way's core. Astronomers find 4 new exoplanets orbiting a neighboring star, the white whale of planet seekers. I think I confused two things there. Two exciting things. Oh my god. No.
I mean, you're reading it, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, wait, well, it's not like you know what I was talking about anyway. Because I'm not very easy to follow here. Hold on. Because I'm not
No.
very sensical. You know? Okay, where is this? That was it was an article that I didn't expand upon. Just that space tornadoes around the Milky Way's core. I didn't elaborate. I was hoping you'd know about it. I didn't elaborate.
I feel the term space tornadoes is potentially misleading.
Really?
Is it actually wind on a planet? Probably can't detect that. I'm going to guess it's gravity based.
It says swirling through the Milky Way central zone in the turbulent region surrounding the supermassive black hole at the core of our galaxy, dust and gases constantly churn as energetic shock waves ripple throughout. An international team of astronomers using the ALMA have sharpened our view of this action by a factor of 100, discovering a surprisingly new filamentary structure in this mysterious region of space. Blah, 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 blah. Molecules, blah, blah, blah. Resolution, blah, blah, blah. The dynamic interaction between this turbulent environment and the slim filaments produced as shocks ripple through provides a more complete view. Blah, blah, blah. We notice these long and narrow filaments spatially offset from many star-forming regions. Unlike any objects we know, these filaments really surprised us. Since then, we have been pondering what they are. They were an unexpected serendipitous find in the emission lines of SiO and 8 other molecules. Their line-of-sight velocities are coherent and are inconsistent with outflows. Thus, they do not fit the profile of other previously discovered types of dense gas filaments. Furthermore, the filaments show no association with dust emission, and they do not appear to be hydrostatic equilibrium. Contributes to the fascinating galactic center landscape by uncovering these slim filaments as an important part of material circulation. We can envision
or take a shot every time you say filament.
we can envision these as space tornadoes. They are violent streams of gas. They dissipate quickly, and they distribute materials into the environment efficiently. It remains unknown how these slim filaments initially arise, but shock
Take a shot.
processes emerge as a likely explanation. The inference is based on several key observations: the rotational transition, blah blah blah, and the relative abundances of complex organic molecules. And I'm done reading that. But yeah, space tornadoes. I mean, I guess you could say that is kind of a overexciting. Um, that could be an overexcited kind of way to term them. But what do you think? As nobody, as
Well, what?
nobody's. What do you think about that? Nobody's listening. Don't worry. You can share your thoughts about space tornadoes. I won't judge.
Freedom marches onward, thanks to you. You may proceed to
Man,
extraction.
Calling down a sentry.
I mean, it was kind of
Deploying sentry.
like it's kind of interesting, but
Dropping a pin.
okay.
but not. But man,
Meter.
yeah.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah, gravity moves stuff around in space. Is the like, that's the gist of it. Yep.
Requesting sentry.
There's a lot of blah blah blah, so I don't know. Might have been some key stuff in there that you omitted.
Probably. That's for you to find out, though, because I ain't doing all the homework. I read too much and I didn't condense it. I would like to in the future just like find the articles and then condense them myself into like sound bites that are better, you know, things with sources cited instead of me just like blah blahing because I know you don't like the blah blah. But I just I didn't really have time. I didn't have time. I didn't make the time. I had the time. I didn't make the time. That's on me. Don't kill me, man. Don't kill me, man. Don't.
Yeah, what else you got from Space News?
I got more. I'm just trying to kill a guy that's trying to kill me. I had to kill the guy who killed me. I had to. I had to kill him. And now I gotta... Oh, I'm so gonna die now. No, I got stims. I got stims. Oh my god, I was so lucky there. I was so fucking lucky there. I was hoping to find the, cock rock. It's just like cock rock, but cock rock. It's a phallic rock. And it has lots of beautiful samples around it.
Tagging map. North.
Oh.
Far.
Okay. Other space news. Okay. First, I want to ask you, do you know about the Dutch scientist Peter van de Kamp's claim to have found the first exoplanet, and it was later found to be an error? Do you know about that?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh,
Gotta
well,
be literally
you are
thousands of
sick.
exoplanets right now, though.
You are sick tonight, because you usually would have gotten that. Just saying. Okay. Bernard Starr. Does that ring a bell at all?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what you know of Bernard Starr, and then I'll tell you the news.
Farthest star
Please?
is the red dwarf. I think it's like 11 light years away. It's really close. That's why it's
Requesting sentry.
one of the closest stars to Earth.
Okay.
And
And
it's
do you?
small enough that wouldn't be totally fucking killing everything around it if there are planets there.
To the sky.
And what else have you heard of it? Like, do you have any other knowledge about it? Just curious.
Not that I can recall right now.
I know. I'm so sorry you're sick, by the way.
It has nothing to do with being sick. I don't like that's.
Marking location.
Well, and you're not. Okay. Okay. I'll get this then. I just gotta run toward this hopefully big phallic rock. Okay.
It's like Alpha Centauri and Tau Ceti. That's like okay. It's referenced a lot in science fiction because it's probably one of the stars we'll go to sooner rather than later, just because it's close.
Oh. Well, else do they assume it might have life or something, or habitable planets,
It
or
could,
what?
but the double-edged sword with looking for planets outside the solar system is that it's easier to find planets around stars that are crazy big.
That makes sense.
You have to use the transit method anyway.
Okay.
And there's too many little stars to use the. There's other methods like, oh hey, this star's like wiggling around a lot. Maybe there's something like planets orbiting it, and that's why it's not just sitting still.
Calling in extraction.
Calling down
But we have to look at the same star for a long time, and there's not enough resources to
I
do
just
that.
killed myself in a hole. I just lost
Diver for the cause.
35 samples in a hole. I jumped into a hole and lost 35 samples.
reporting to the front. Dropping items.
I just lost 35. I jumped right into a hole.
ETA T-minus 2
Okay,
minutes, 30
okay.
seconds.
So anyway, more than 60 years after the first debunked discovery of a planet orbiting Barnard Star, the closest single star system to Earth, a pair of telescopes has revealed... Oh, I cut that off. Anyway, revealed something. Okay. So, it has been dubbed the Great White Whale for exoplanet seekers, right?
ETA T-minus
But in October, astronomers revealed the existence of a single tiny rocky planet orbiting the star. And now another study has found evidence of 4. The new results were published last week in the Astrophysical Journal letters. Finally, real planets have been discovered around Barnard Star after several false alarms over the past 50 years. An astronomer at Villanova University who is not involved in the study tells CNN. So yeah, 4 new exoplanets orbiting a neighboring star.
And that's pretty important because it's so close.
Exactly.
We've discovered thousands, but they're really far away. It's like, okay, that's...
Mm-hmm. I thought you'd like that one. I was kind of hoping you'd like that one.
Yeah, terrestrial planets, so we can actually land on them. Nearby star, cool. Star is not totally huge and highly radioactive and violent and shit like that. Okay, we can actually potentially go there and colonize that.
Exactly.
Sentry.
See? I'm not all
Down a sentry.
full of
Might take a
bad
couple
moves.
centuries.
Requesting attack.
You know, I took time to find these things, you know. I really did.
Requesting support.
I
It
took
takes
at
time
least
to do stuff.
Fire in the hole.
and more other wise words tonight. Man. Sorry I messed this up, by the way. I'll have to be more consistent with it, eh?
I don't think you messed anything up.
I feel like I messed up, but it's just been one of those weeks.
T-minus 20 seconds.
It was one of those days.
Fire in the hole.
I'm still glad you showed up, though. Thank you for that.
Shadow Liberty.
There's like 0 enemy coming.
10 seconds.
0 enemy. There's nothing here.
Isn't that good?
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, but I jumped into a hole and died, so... Okay.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual
Astronomers play key role in new dark energy results.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
New results from the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument, DESI, collaboration using the largest 3D map of our universe ever made have tracked dark energy's influence over the past 11 billion years. Wow, how have they been doing it that long?
Preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Researchers see hints that dark energy, wildly thought to be a cosmological constant, might be evolving over time in unexpected ways. It tracks dark energy's influence by studying how matter is spread across the universe. Events in the very early universe left subtle patterns in how matter is distributed. A feature called what? Baryon acoustic oscillations. That Bayo pattern acts as a standard ruler with its size at different times directly affected by how the universe was expanding. Measuring the ruler at different distances shows researchers the strength of dark energy throughout history. DESI's precision with this approach is the best in the world. So, what is the headline again? I think what it is that... Okay, so...
It was about dark energy and dark matter.
Yeah, but which is kind of exciting because that's directly connected to a storyline thing in Helldivers. But there's nobody in the Helldivers chat to tell more about that, so they can just suck it guys. Okay, but so here's
Take that,
another.
potential future viewers.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But if you guys want to, if you listen to this on the playback and you want to add to that, I look forward to us talking about dark energy with Helldivers later. So, okay, here's another article. Cosmic dark energy may be weakening, astronomers say, raising questions about the fate of the
Astronomers, yes.
universe. What?
Now that is what I call a profitable use.
That's like
Pardon?
a theory. That's a theory like heat death.
What's heat death?
It's one of the theoretical ends of the universe.
Oh,
Either everything's going to just keep expanding and slowly fade away, like a fire that's not tended to, or it's going
Aw.
to do this.
like the fires that aren't intended to? Go on. Sorry. Please continue. No, go on, go on.
Just a, like I said, a hypothetical end of the universe kind of scenario.
You know, in the game,
Yeah, it might actually do that, but that's like, okay, that's kind of like theology about, is there an afterlife? There's no way we could prove
well,
that.
there's
We're not gonna
more. I will tell you more about it in a second. It's connected to the previous article, but that does connect to the we have this dark energy accumulation thing happening in the game where the dark energy dissipates when there's only one, like dark energy destructs, I guess, the dark energy that the Illuminate are taking for the black hole. It actually like what does the dark energy is reduced, you know, over time.
Okay.
And they're activating a Penrose energy siphon. They want to collect enough oil to use this dark energy, the Penrose energy siphon. This is in the game to reduce dark energy accumulation. Yeah, but that was just like game related. Okay. But then cosmic dark energy may be weakening, raising questions. Okay. The universe has been expanding since the Big Bang, almost 14 billion years ago, and astronomers believe a kind of invisible force called dark energy is making it accelerate faster. However, new results from the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument, DESI, suggest dark energy may be changing over time. If the result is confirmed, it may overturn our current theories of cosmology and have significant consequences for the eventual fate of the universe. In extreme scenarios, evolving dark energy could either accelerate the universe's expansion to the point of tearing it apart in a big rip or cause it to collapse inward in a big crunch.
Yep.
Or cause it to collapse inward in a big crunch. Big rip or the big crunch? First discovered in 1998. It's so new. Dark energy was only in 1998 that they realized they existed. Is a kind of essence that seems to permeate space and make the universe expand at an ever-increasing rate. This is directly in the Helldivers lore. This is something being used in the Helldivers lore, by the way, for anyone who's been playing Helldivers. Okay? So, okay, first discovered in 1998. We went over this. Cosmologists have generally... What's a cosmologist, by the way? Cosmologist.
They study the cosmos.
I know, but how do you say it? Cosmologist? Cosmologist?
Any of the available
Cosmologists.
They have generally assumed it is constant. It was the same in the past as it will be in the future. Why did they think that? Anyway, the assumption of constant dark energy... Because what?
That's what the science told them at the time.
Okay. So the assumption of constant dark energy is baked into the widely accepted lambda CDM model of the universe. What's that?
Lambda CDM?
Yeah. In this model, only 5% of the universe is made up of the ordinary matter we can see. Another 25% is invisible dark matter that can only be detected indirectly, and by far the bulk of the universe, a whopping 70%, is dark energy. DESI's results are not the only thing that gives us clues about dark energy. We can also look at evidence from a kind of exploding star called Type Ia supernova.
Yeah, Type Ia supernova, yeah. There's different types of supernova. Woo.
and the way the path of light is warped as it travels through the universe, so-called weak gravitational lensing. Measurements of the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, known as the cosmic microwave background, are
That's what
also
the CMB
important.
is.
Oh,
The
okay.
CMB is that.
Okay. Well, they do not directly measure dark energy or how it evolves, but they provide clues about the universe's structure and energy content, helping to test dark energy models when combined with other data. When the new DESI results are combined with all the cosmological data, we see hints that the dark energy is more complicated than we thought. It seems dark energy may have been stronger in the past and is now weakening. This result challenges the foundation of the Lambda CDM model and would have profound implications for the future of the universe. You know, that's interesting because the game is like talking about this stuff. And there you go. I didn't know it was a real thing happening. What do you think? How does that make you feel? Oh, Le Diable says shut up. Just play Helldivers 2. I don't want to listen to someone blab about the universe I myself live in. Welcome to the channel, Le
We
Diable.
cannot let the enemy any closer to
Okay.
Super Earth.
You know, Brad, to you.
Yes. What?
What do you think about all that?
Well done, Helldiver.
Did you see about that?
This operation will swiftly usher this
I think the reason it's
planet's
called like dark
salvation.
energy and dark matter and that is because they can't see it. They can just see what it's influencing.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll come up with a different name for it as eventually. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that because if they only discovered dark matter, if they discovered it in 1998, they probably will come up with a different name for it there. Lo Diablo says the universe will end one day. Probably not, but A one day. Well, yeah, everything ends one day. Even you, Le Diable. Pardon? I'm here. You think what?
Allied destroyer
I'm here.
coordinates received.
You think what?
Ready for another mission?
Initiating
I'm here.
jump to
Continue,
Yeah.
please.
system.
I wasn't really saying anything.
Oh. Well, I thought you were going to continue.
Jump complete. Mission coordinates locked.
What are they doing? Free colony, okay.
Pods primed.
I don't really like the hover pack.
A lot of the models about the universe and that kind of stuff are, you know, not being studied a lot. It's like, here's a tiny piece of information, try to figure out how the universe works. Okay, based on this tiny bit of information, we think this, and then we discover more shit, and it's like, holy fuck, that totally turns all of our existing ideas upside down, because we didn't know about this before. And then, you know, build more instruments, do more studies, pour over more data, and then it's like, oh, hey, we learned some other shit that totally changes our perceptions on things. And we have to, like, rewrite a model of the universe.
The fate of all humanity's children are
That's
in
good for
your
us, though.
hands.
That's good for
Do
us.
not let them
Well, that's literally what science is. Learn more shit and, like, clue that into your
support.
knowledge and assumptions and equations and things.
Sure.
So yeah, is it going to rip the universe apart? Is it going to devolve gravitationally and like smash everything back together and make a new Big Bang?
Dropping a pin. North.
Check back in
interesting
hundreds of
to know.
millions of years when we find out.
Right? Right?
Requesting air support.
I'm curious what they'll think that certain things are when they find out, you know? Like dark energy versus dark matter, what they'll decide. And now if they find out, okay, so dark energy expands the universe, but at the same rate, it is also diminishing, it is in decline, then the universe will stop expanding. Isn't that what that kind of means? Like,
Well, I think the diminishing effect is kind of like, imagine like a firecracker or an explosion or something. It's like, yeah, it, you know,
but how does...
shockwaves and fire flies out and all this stuff, but it slows down because it's not continually being given energy.
But then that makes me wonder, what was it created from, and will there be more of it created, or is it like a limited amount? Because depending on how it's made or how it's developed or what it is, when more get created, what if more is created later and then there's new dark energy? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, or is it a finite
Well, the theory is that
resource?
matter can't be created or destroyed; it just be changed to different types of energy.
Energy transforms, right? So then what was dark energy before it
Everything
became
in the
what it
universe is
is?
already here. It's just going to change.
So then I wonder what dark energy used to be or what it will become.
Requesting air support.
Since we're not talking about the topic at hand, why not wonder about that? Hmm? You know what I'm saying?
Engaging terminal.
I mean, we left the topic at hand way behind.
Yeah, well, you weren't contributing to it, so I don't mind. Well, like, what the hell? Like, I'm just trying to talk. And it was a tangent. Tangents are allowed. Tangents are allowed, aren't they? I mean, I've asked a couple times if you had any more to add about the main topic, but if you didn't, I got on a tangent from the news.
I got the terminal.
From the news, which I don't think those tangents are bad. I mean, they're still space stuff and could lead to ideas or not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just here trying my best. You know, trying to do things and stuff. You know? There are astronomers who talk about these things on YouTube. Yeah, but did they play Helldivers at the same time? I know, Domini. But yeah, I know. I like, there are a few that I enjoy quite a bit, actually. I just haven't watched them a lot lately, but yeah. So I've been too busy streaming. But I think it's good for people who aren't even astronomers to talk about space and or think about it and its concepts, don't you think? But of course there are some great, smart people on there. Right? But can't we talk about it too? Can't you talk about it? You can share your thoughts about it. Especially if you watch those kinds of videos. You can talk about space, you can think about space. You can talk about whatever you want. Think about it. Of course they're not experts or anything. Just people who think about it. Some people who have read about it and or learned about it. I just ask questions about it because I like to learn. But yeah, there are astronomers. If you know of some good astronomers that you enjoy watching on YouTube, you should definitely shout them out for me. I don't mind that. You don't want to paraphrase or misquote them? Yeah, but you can take some of your own thoughts. You can think about what you think about them, what they've said, and or you could throw out the idea, and we gladly go with that, and or give us something to look up and to learn about. Because I think both of us enjoy learning things. You know, Angela Collier is pretty good. Cool. Oh, it's good. It's good. So you watch a lot of astronomy videos, eh? See, I knew people like this stuff. I knew people were in stuff. Oh, I'm now the squad leader? Why? You got 30 minutes. That's a lot of time. Hope nobody leaves early. I think this is where there's some samples. Brad went really quiet. Hope he's okay.
Layer sample acquired.
Brad, are you okay? He's probably coughing. Are you coughing?
Well, I'm here.
Oh. I'm sorry. Well, since we're wrapping up, I did have some stuff about this week in news. Can I read some of it or no?
What?
Before we go?
Yeah. Is it?
Okay. Well, the evening... Okay, this is from Sky and Telescope, which is one of my favorite resources. The evening is moonless. This is tonight. And the southern constellation Puppis, is that how you say it? Backgrounded by the winter Milky Way, is now, for a brief while, at its highest shortly after dark.
Yeah, we usually don't see Puppis up here.
Why is it called? Look at this. Puppis is the stern poop deck
Yeah.
of the legendary Greek ship Argo. The three dim northernmost stars of the stern stick figure lie less than a fist width to the left of the bright triangle forming Canis Major's tail and hindquarters. They make a dim arc that's just a bit wider than that showy triangle. That's partly tonight. One nice offering of Puppis is the third magnitude open cluster NGC 2451, way down below those top stars. Find this and other deep sky sites near it using Matt Weddle's binocular highlight article. Oh, you gotta read Sky and Telescope, people. Just saying, it's a good magazine. And don't wait. It's a very low declination. Declination. Is it declination?
No, declination was right.
Oh, thank you. So find an observing spot with a low view due south and catch it while you can. The further south you live, the better. Oh, I don't live south. Well, there you go. That's nice. That's nice news. And Sunday, I did include. No, wait. Yesterday was spring, by the way, again. But Saturday, March 22nd, Arcturus, the spring star, now rises above the east-northeast horizon around the time when the stars come out, if you're lucky to see the stars. How soon can you spot it? I don't know. Probably not at all where I am. Once Arcturus is nicely up, look for the narrow kite asterism of Boots. Is it Boots?
Yep.
Extending 2 fists to its left. The left end of the kite is bent slightly upward.
Yep, that's Boots for you.
That's Boots. Boots.
It's a distinct constellation.
It is.
Requesting orbital.
There you go. Do they look like boots?
No, it literally looks like a kite. It's a big diamond.
Okay. Oh, diamonds in the sky. Okay, so... And I'll just share Sunday, March 23rd. Draw a line from Castor through Pollux. Follow it farther on by a big 26 degrees. About 2.5, they're really into fists. Fist widths at arm's length, and you're at the dim head of Hydra, the sea serpent. In a dark sky, it's a subtle but distinctive star grouping, about the width of your thumb at arm's length. Binoculars show it easily through light pollution. Continue that line farther on by another fist. See, more fists. Gosh, Sky Telescope. And a half, and you hit Alphard. Is that it? Alphard? Hydra's second magnitude orange heart. Another way to find the head of Hydra, it's almost midway from Procyon?
Procyon. The dog star.
To Pregulus. Oh, dark star. Nice. There you go. That's all I had. I tried. There was other stuff, but I was like, no, that's not. That was all I had. That's what I had for news. I tried.
That's the space news.
That was all I had for space news. We could obviously have talked about the fact that we brought the astronauts back the other day. NASA and SpaceX obviously collaborated on bringing them back after 9 months of them being in space. They successfully landed down. That was on YouTube. You could see it on YouTube. For those that were worried about them, they were fine in space. They were fine. There's a space station. They were okay. But yeah, they're brought home because they were up there a long time. That's true. But yeah, there's that. For those that were worried, they made it. That's what I had for space news. How about you? Nothing? You were sick. Did you have any space news you noticed?
Requesting sentry.
Nope.
I didn't really put that on you, did I? I didn't say, hey, can you come up with space news? Is that going to be on me?
What?
The space news? Anyway, unless it's like a falling rover on a lone planet.
I don't watch the news, so that was just something
I don't
read
watch the news either. I read stuff, yeah. I didn't watch the news. I got those from like looking up stuff. I was like, space news.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh. That's okay. I needed to do something, so I will do more research into next week's topic if we have another topic that if we're going with the next topic. I just I dropped the ball today, and that was on me, I think. But I appreciate those who came by for it throughout the stream.
Reinforcing.
Half reinforcement budget
Ooh,
remaining.
samples.
Package acquired.
And thank you, Brad, for showing up. Anyway, you know, even though
I'm
you
here
weren't
and I did the
feeling
thing.
well. You did the thing. So closing, we're a little late closing,
To the sky!
but if you don't mind, a few more minutes would be good so that I can close while finishing my match. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Not really. What the hell is this place?
Where are you in space? Where are you? I'm
I
so
made it take my checkpoint, but I can't remember what's here.
I kind of really miss Elite Dangerous now. I'm not gonna lie. I've missed it. I know that this game is more popular but I kind of miss being in space with you during this episode.
What in?
I might have to say fuck it and oh god, I drowned and lost all the samples. Oh god. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I might just go back to it and say fuck it. No, we could do it with Eldarbs. It's just I'm gonna have to rebuild after I lost people's trust when I switched from Eldarbs to Elite, right?
How dare you play more than one game?
No, right? No, it wasn't that. I also had a salty day. I got a little miffed at people, so I think that affected my stuff as well. Ooh. See, I was a little bit grumpy, Brad, without being Brad. Does that make sense?
Say hello to democracy!
Dropping package.
I hope you don't have a bad cold. Like, I hope it's just a quick one, or I don't know. That would suck. Well, I picked up the Deadeye from somebody. I just keep reinforcing
Calling
somebody.
in reinforcements. Squads.
So what's the space topic today, says Chrono Illusion?
Requesting air support.
It was space interstellar exploration.
Down.
That's what it was.
Firing orbital laser.
Chrono, good to see you, Chrono. We talked about it a little bit, and we went on a few tangents. We might have bashed a few people, William Shatner. But it was exciting. It could have been more exciting if you'd been here. You could have added to it, Chrono, and then we would have continued to talk about it with great excitement. But we kind of Brad really made me work for it tonight. What did Shatner do? I know when he said, I don't know, you'd have to ask George Takaki. Is it Takaki? You'd have to ask Solo. Is that what his name is? Solo in Star Trek? I forget. It's been a long time. Was his character's name Solo? What was his character's name on Star Trek?
Sulu, I think.
Sulu, thank you. Sorry, it's been a really long time. Thank you for the correction. Sulu. Exactly. You'd have to ask Sulu. We got Chrono and Domi. Who's Solo, exactly. Sulu. Sorry. Freaking Solo on my mind. Is he on Helldivers right now? We're gonna have to check him out. There we go. We're just saying goodbye, actually, guys. But if you are curious about the episode and you listen to it later when you're wanting to go to sleep and fall asleep to us, which I highly recommend because we were very sleepy tonight, there's some good discussion. And if you have comments about it, please comment, because next week we will address comments and or concerns and or corrections that people want to make about us and the comment and the contents of our episode or past episodes. You can comment on any of the past episodes of Let's Discuss, and we will address that at the beginning of the streams. So just hit us up in the comments of the video, and we will go back. Like, if you want to correct us or ask Brad questions about space, because he's usually more on the ball. He's just sick, poor guy, and plus I didn't help him out much. We'll do that because that would be actually really good. So, if you have questions or you want to correct us or get clarification on some things from this episode or previous ones, just please do that in the comments of the Let's Discuss podcast, and we will. Oh my God, I was greedy with supplies. I totally forgot. We'll do that, right, Brad? Right? Yeah. It'd be fun too. Because I think the comments would make Brad feel validated. No, I'm just kidding. Like somebody's listening. I'm just kidding. Am I wrong though? I'm not wrong. No, useful? It's fun. I don't know. I'm kidding. It gives him something to think about. But I won't give him a heads up. I'll just like to ask him the questions at the start of the stream. We'll just like sideline him. What is that word? I wanted to say side quest. Okay.
Blindside.
Blindside. Thank you. Eventually, I was going to come up with the word, right? Right? That was good. Blindside. Yeah. Well, blindside. There. I think side quest sounded nice and more exciting, but you're right. Blindside would be probably the word I was looking for. Right? Right? Anyway. So where are you docking tonight? Are you docking or just staying out in space? You don't have a DS... you don't have, like...
over to land here.
Okay. Yeah, my ship's just out in space as well. On Elite Dangerous. For those that are wondering. Wait, no. I want the stalwart. Yeah, we talked about all that stuff. We talked about... What did we all talk about? So what did we talk about tonight? Could you give a summary real quick? Not of the details, but the topics we talked about. Do you have a summary for those who are suddenly tuning in? So that they have an interest to go back? You missed it? Yeah, you missed it. You missed it all. That's okay. Be sure to miss it next time. No, that's not what we say. Oh wait, it's tune in, right?
Requesting orbital.
Firing orbital laser.
There's nowhere for that orbital laser to go.
1 minute.
It's just gonna burn right there. I'm just trying to make a lot of fire at this point.
Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry.
I'm nearly done. We're extracting in 30 seconds.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Could you imagine a timer for every time you're extracting?
ETA T-minus 20
Could you imagine a timer for when you extract? In Helldivers, we're where we were. We got the Cowboy War Bond yesterday, guys, which is pretty exciting. I did try the hover pack. I like it. I'm still gonna pick the jump pack as my main choice, but the hover pack's pretty fun. I like the clothing options. And Arrowhead is really mad at us for not fighting the bot, so we're going to get messages about that continuously telling us that we're supposed to fight certain planets. So there's that. That's about that, though. And we've had issues with our body parts missing fighting the robots, but it turns out it's also with the Illuminate. since the update, guys. So if you're torsoless or missing everything, that's a glitch that has been happening to us in the game. It's not our fault. It's not your fault. Just kill the person and then they come back whole. That's all I'm gonna say. In the game. Just saying. So that's my update for Helldivers. I have nothing new to add. I'm still waiting for another planet to get destroyed. That's all I'm hoping for, guys. Okay. I'm gonna go to my ship for parting words with Brad. Aussie Moon. What an interesting name. Did Aussie probably mooned the audience back in the day, huh? I'm guessing so. On other tangents. Oh, maybe they mean Aussie. Never mind. No, they're not Aussie. Do Australians call each other Aussies as well as Aussie, or just Aussie? Ask it for a friend that friend is me. I did not get the most kills. They slaughtered me, but I did join late, so I didn't do too bad. Oh, International Space Station going by. Wait, we are on my ship. Oh no, we're on my ship. Oh, I have to go. I have to leave them. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta kick them all.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Right? I have to kick them all. Oh my god, I'm such a bitch. I forgot it'd be my ship. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I feel like a horrible person. And the one guy's starting to play the video game. Oh, I'm horrible. Oh well. I was on invite only, but I ended up becoming the squad leader when somebody left the squad, so that was on my that wasn't my fault, but I kind of feel bad about that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So
Choose where to join your fellows in
I could ask you about... No, I couldn't. It's fine. Where do you think they got the name Penrose Energy Siphon for reducing dark energy accumulation? Is that like based in...
It's a mathematical thing.
Oh, well what kind of mathematical thing is it?
Penrose Triangle, I think.
Penrose Triangle? The Penrose Triangle, also known as the Impossible Triangle or Tribar, is a famous optical illusion that depicts a triangular object that in reality violates the rules of Euclidean geometry and cannot exist. It has seemingly impossible spatial relationships where parts of the object are drawn in incompatible perspectives.
Yeah, it's like if you draw an optical illusion, it's like you can't physically make that thing.
Oh. Well, they're saying that we're supposed to build it. To activate the Penrose Energy Siphon. Yeah, but this game tends to play games with us by, like...
So maybe it's a non-Euclidean machine.
Okay, there you go. Well popularized by Roger Penrose, the concept was first created by Swedish artist Oscar in 1934. The illusion tricks the viewer's perception of depth and spatial relationships, making it seem as though the object is connected in a way that is impossible in 3D space. The Penrose Triangle is a type of impossible object or undecidable figure, along with other examples like the impossible cube or blivet. Impossible figures are a type of ambiguous figure where the viewer's perception of the object can flip between different, equally possible perspectives. It's a part of the illusions index. Okay. So then why in the game would they propose that we collect enough oil to activate the Penrose Energy Siphon and reduce dark energy accumulation? because it's an impossible thing, because it's an illusion, because it's not real, as a game story lore factor?
Or it's just a cool name.
Maybe, but they tend to have reasons behind the things that they put forth in their wording of the things that they do in this game. Like in this game, they decide on things with like double meaning, with or with with the joke behind it, the satire. It's a satirical game, right? Do you know what I mean? Maybe we're not collecting oil for anything. And that is all I'm saying, based on the name that you said. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it could just be a shout out to Penrose, you're right. Alright. What did you say? It's techno jargon like Star Trek jargon. Famous one for saying Penrose is a mathematician, says Anno Domini. Famous one for saying kooky stuff. It's techno jargon, like Star Trek jargon. Yeah. And the game is using that in the game, though. Did you see Helldivers is using the Penrose energy siphon? That's interesting to me. Okay, I'll go park. Thanks for watching, guys. To everybody who tuned in and out. I mostly tuned out, right?
The hour of our next victory.
I was trying to tune into Brad, but I kind of messed up. I tried. It was quite a day. Thank you for watching. Like I said, please comment after the video's up. I would love to hear. Alcubierre Drive is an example of Helldivers jargon, Anodemini says. Actually, the Alcubierre Drive is a thing in science as well, like a hypothetical thing. Is it not, Brad?
It's a hypothetical faster than light drive.
See? They existed before the video game. Alcubierre. Like it's
I don't think I've interacted with a science fiction universe that isn't taking either existing theory or is loaded with like even pop culture references. Shit.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, because the Alcubierre...
It's like a genre-wide trope.
Yeah, it's a speculative warp drive idea according to which a spacecraft could achieve apparent faster-than-light travel by contracting space in front of it and expanding space behind it under the assumption that a configurable energy density field lower than that of vacuum that has negative mass could be created. Proposed by theoretical physicist Miguel Alcubierre in 1994, so it's still relatively new. The Alcubierre drive is based on a solution of Einstein's field equations. Since those solutions are metric tensors, the Alcubierre drive is also referred to as the Alcubierre metric. Objects cannot accelerate to the speed of light within normal spacetime. Instead, the Alcubierre drive shifts space around an object so that the object would arrive at its destination more quickly than the light would in normal space without breaking any physical laws. Although yes, it's not consistent with our current field stuff. What does it say? Yeah, it says 1994, but I feel like this sort of idea has been in sci-fi a lot longer before 1994. It remains a hypothetical concept with seemingly difficult problems, although the amount of energy required is no longer thought to be unobtainably large. But the warp bubble idea, and then it has the math on Wikipedia for it. But what I'm curious about is, and there's a connection to dark energy and dark matter with the Alcubierre drive. Astrophysicist has proposed a theory published in the peer-reviewed scientific journal, I'm using Wikipedia, Astronomy and Astrophysics, that unifies dark energy and dark matter into a single dark fluid. Dark fluid is mentioned in this game. Dark fluid is what we use to destroy the Meridian black hole, and which is expected to be testable by the Square Kilometer Array around 2030. What's the Square Kilometer Array? Have you heard of that, Brad?
You're going down a Wikipedia rabbit hole now.
Yeah. What's the square kilometer array, Brad?
I don't know. They're not done building it yet.
Thames found that Albert Einstein had explored the idea of gravitationally repulsive negative masses while developing the equations of general relativity. You gotta go?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, that is a rabbit hole. Can you look at that rabbit hole sometime for me? Because I'm curious about it, if you could explain it someday. I appreciate you, though. I did go down a rabbit hole. Thanks for listening, guys, so. And take care. Gosh, go down some rabbit holes yourselves as well, okay? We appreciate you.